Okay. All right, let me see.
Hey, we
Hello.
need to have a chat. I'm working on an arrest warrant with her really quick, but if we can have a little talk after I'm done with her.
Okay.
Also, be careful out in the lobby. There's a gentleman out there that is currently a threat to the DA's office and Holly.
Okay. I mean, because I did have someone threatening to hunt me down specifically the other day, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk to Adeline about it, any current threats I think that are against the DA's office would be good to let Adeline, Hunter, or Misty know.
Just keeping it.
Okay. So, let's see. What's happening here? All right. All right, I was not planning on streaming today, but range run. What was this? Today. Is this the one I need to call? No, he called me for something. Oh, that's right. I need to talk with her about that. I haven't seen anyone. Alright, let's see what's happened while you've been away. See, I think I met her yesterday. Don't think I met this. Maybe met this person? Don't think I met this person either. Alright. Let me check my rank as well. Am I still high ranked? Okay, I'm still high ranked. Good, good.
Hey, Leos. You know who the fuck keeps touching this shit over there?
What happened?
Someone keeps touching shit over there and moving shit around.
I'm moving it?
You know who it is?
I have no idea. I think...
Who the fuck is O'Walk?
Who's what?
O'Walk. His name over here. Come here. That name right there. Who the fuck is that?
Who is that actually? Me looking them up? Let me see.
Because now my fucking laptop and shit that was on there is gone. And I'm assuming he's put it in the safe. He seemed to think that when I was away, he put one desk here and this whole fucking area is here.
Oh, that's Bill. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
That's the court clerk.
Don't give a shit. Me and him gonna have a problem then. Because what, he bought one desk, but everything else here was mine, which you already fucking know.
Yeah, I know about that. So...
Now he put a fucking safety and took
Yeah,
my
he's-
fucking laptop and shit off.
He's on duty right now, so he should be around.
What's he look like? What do he look like?
What was that?
What do he look like?
No idea. I haven't met him. I don't think at least.
This guy here, O'Walk, 555-1917.
Turn my music down.
Mr. Overwalk, my name is ADA Sang Yi. Where are you in the courthouse? Would you mind coming to the office, the DA's office? Thank you. I want you here as well, Liz, because I want to see what this guy said. He put one desk here and he think that this whole area is his.
No, I get that. I mean, yeah, you were
When me and you
Yeah,
was fucking
been
doing
around.
it all ourselves.
much longer than he has as well.
I've done the warrant.
Alright.
Help, I'm locked in the office. Help me, please. Which door outside?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Let me just make sure that.
Hey, you Mr. Sung Lee. Do I? Yeah, I took what I bought.
You found this. Wait, no, I'm supposed to put this on the docket.
I bought a laptop too. Yeah, no, I mean the desk was here whenever it wasn't here, and then I had a chat with Phoebe and them about it, and then they had a desk here the next day. They told me to set up here, and then I came back and your stuff was here. I just took what I took. I purchased a laptop, this fixes all that stuff. Yeah, no, yeah. They
Oh, why did that?
put the desk here. They
Why that format like that? That's a horrible format. What the? Ultra Sword.
No, go for it. You're the more important. I can help me some other things. I don't really need a desk too much. I can be mobile. But yeah, I'll just give you the laptop. That's fine. I can buy it.
There we go.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, I didn't move anything.
I know there's a font for it.
I put all my stuff on.
Alright, good to see you, King.
The desk
So,
here, I was talking
someone was complaining about how if they're out of, if they don't have any money, they're starving in the prison.
area I could maybe set up for an office.
I mean, I get that.
They're like,
What's it called? Technically, we don't really suffer from. I'm not sure
set everything up.
if it's just people role playing it as such, or if people really don't know that they can just. It's not gonna super hurt them to not have food and water. Because I always see people like begging, like, "Oh, I need food right now. I'm sorry, I'm starving. I'm starving." I'm like, well, if this is a problem, well, you know, why not stock up or something?
Hey, Liz.
Hey, let's see. Your archaic ideas.
Stuff going.
What was it?
Stuff going.
Let's see. Well, I got out of the ICU yesterday, so that's good.
Oh, that's awful.
I got a metal plate in my chest now, so.
Oh.
That was a toe choking accident. You know those things are, so.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm doing okay now, so that's good at least. It didn't seem to be too bad. So,
Good to hear.
what was that?
Good to hear.
Let's see, other than that, oh, do you know who deals with the prison?
Bumped out of your spot.
Nobody really.
That's what I figured, because I had, what's it called? I had a lawyer who was wanting to file a complaint on behalf of their client against the prison for starving them.
Oh. Oof. I don't know how that would work. Right now, DOC is essentially the guys that come and pick people up and take them into prison.
Yeah, that's what. I'm sure there's somebody who like deals with that though, right? Like there's somebody who can talk to them.
Either maybe Director Maestri or
Oh yeah, Maestri.
the Chief of Police.
I didn't consider Maestri. Maestri probably would. See,
Those are the only two I could think of.
okay. All right, that shouldn't work. Other than that, I think I was supposed to ask you about something. Give me 1 second. I believe it was something to do with appeals or something.
Oh. There's so many. Now.
Yeah, there's. Oh my, what happened?
Yeah, we just went through this, and like delegated stuff, and then here we are now.
Are these all off?
Oh, he must have like. He must do these in like batches.
People are locked in the hallway.
It's crazy to me how much paperwork that guy does. I was honestly only reason I was talking the other day was because he was kind of overwhelming me with work, and I was like, you know what, I think I need a break. And then he proceeded to call me 6 times after I clocked off, and I'm like,
Well, we already have the seal for one on here.
yeah, I think
That's the one that I'm working on.
there was somebody asking about this uniform. Was it Ulf? I don't think so. I think it was a Ranger or
I've
something.
been trying to get a hold of Ulf, so I have not been able to get a hold of him yet. I want to talk to him about it. I don't know why he thinks we should dismiss all charges on someone that attacked somebody with a machete. I understand that they may have been forced to do it, but it doesn't change that they did it.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, at the point in time, you know, whenever they're next to police officers, there's no reason, because, you know, the police officers can defend them at that point in time.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody could just point a gun and say, now you have to go and attack police officers, you know, that would be a problem in and of itself.
I wonder who filed all these. I wonder if it was Bill, the new clerk. Because I think Ulf has resubmitted some of these.
And I don't think you necessarily have archaic IP ideas, or archaic RP ideas. I consider myself fairly old-fashioned in certain ways as well. And I'm sure these will have their equivalent civil complaints as well. God.
Yeah, because he's got the one for the one you're working on with Manny Cruz versus State. I think that's. Yeah, he's got that on there again. So I think some of these have just been doubled up to what we've already put on here. Yeah, because there's 2 Brannigans on here. Both for the same thing. Hey, Bill. Can I talk to you for a moment?
What's going on?
Have you filed some of these on here already?
Oh, this is Bill? We might have to just start dropping stuff if we're not able to get it done. No, it looks like we're doing okay-ish. This is on hold. I should have one more, don't I? Or did I not? I guess not. These really need their names updated as well. Or can you guys
done?
make sure to put like the full name whenever you're putting them in, because it's a lot of times there'll be some confusion where if the full name's not there.
Okay, I know some of them I put on there, so I'll do that in the future.
Yeah, full name should be off of mine, and then they told me to put my name down there to know who files it. So there should just be 2 that say O'Rourke that I filed. You let me know if they're filed wrong, but one was for Sam Brown, the other was for a Stuart Pedasso.
Let's see.
No, not those ones. It's just the ones on the appeals.
Oh,
I think most of them are just reposted.
Is that what
yeah,
happened?
no, I haven't posted any appeals. Oh, gee, it's a
6,
Yeah,
8, 7, 8.
all these you know, they're worded differently, but they're for the same thing.
Oh yeah. What did he try and?
Maybe it's because nobody's contacted him yet, but like I've been trying to, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him. So
It's been filed. No, I told him it's been filed as well. So I don't.
oh
Yeah. So I don't know. There's no excuse for that.
If people not paying attention, huh?
Well, I'm not sure why he's doing this again. Whenever I've already spoken to him about this. And I talked with him yesterday as well, and he didn't ask about that. But I think I was doing some stuff at the time. I didn't have a whole lot of time, so.
Hey, you're Liz, right?
Yes. L-I-S.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only time I think we've met was that time when I was still the defense attorney and we were in that bench trial.
Oh yeah, maybe then. So.
Yeah. What's your paralegal's name?
Her name's Lydia. Lydia Hunt.
Lydia. Yeah, she did a real good job. Me and her were talking about it. I was like, the biggest thing you just gotta do is you just gotta be confident. You know, even if you don't know exactly how it's gonna go, or if you don't, just confidence is key. That's the biggest thing, and you'll do outstanding.
Yeah, as long as you sound like you know what you're talking about, it's all you really need as a lawyer. That's what I found.
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
you got
I
that down
told her-
pat. So.
Yeah, I told her, like, you know, half of the stuff I was just, you know, just talking. I was like, but you could hear, you know, I was at least, you know, like the way I said it in my voice, you know, at least let the judge think that I'm ready for it. You know, I got it under control. But yeah, I still look forward to working with you two. Y'all let me know if I do something wrong. They're still trying to teach me how to do all this stuff. You know, Miss Finch stays pretty busy, and it's hard for her to kind of tell me how things work. And like I was,
well, if you
like I
need
was
to know
telling
how
him,
the Kanban board works at all, or any like MBT stuff, like let us know, because I know Tiomi, nobody really told him how to use it.
Oh yeah.
Well, who made him a mediation?
Yeah.
They gave him like the the full.
Well, he was a
She-
paralegal for a while, so I think it just like
This
He
got
was
when he
promoted
moved to
over
88 was
because
just
he was paralegal for all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, she walked me through all the things, and like, you know, where it's
Took me 2
filed,
months to-
stuff like that. And she said you can follow along with the template. You know, make sure they should have, whenever it's submitted, they should have a template already to file it. And you just, you know, put the names, stuff like that. But like I said, I've only filed the 2 FOIAs there. She said usually y'all will handle, you know, dockets and stuff like that. Really, they just want me filing, you know, the excessive paperwork, stuff like that. You know, if y'all
Yeah.
need some assistance. But I
Do you
know
have
she
any
was
questions
saying,
about the FOIAs?
no, she told me what they need to go, and I can just file them, and then just let one of y'all know that they're filed. Let y'all make sure everything's good, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Because I've had somebody try and subpoena, what was it? Employment records for a member of the PD. And I was like, we don't do that. There's no way for us to know that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's,
Why would that
Just
be
whatever.
relevant either? It's,
I don't know. Now, I've also had
Guess they're just trying to figure
like
out how
5
long someone might have
subpoenas
worked
for
there.
someone to appear in court, from the PD with no court date or anything. They're just like, we demand you come to court at this time. Well, not even at
Yeah,
this time. Just appear in court. And I was like,
you
okay,
are-
we
you are
don't do that
demanded
either.
To appear. Yeah. Yeah, people don't know. I mean, with FOIAs, I mean, really, the only thing that they can't really get the access to, if I'm correct, should be just ongoing investigations or anything that have to do with the outer works of a police department, like SOPs, stuff
Yep.
like that. But yeah, people try to get a hand on what they. I mean, I'll tell you, you know, being a defense attorney, I've kind of seen some of these attorneys that have been working around. They should have worked as like some paralegals before.
I agree. I started as a
don't know-
paralegal before I became
Yeah.
a lawyer, and it was very helpful for me.
Yeah, because my biggest thing is, you know, a defense attorney, you're there for the client. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, y'all at the DA's office, you're not there, you know,
remember, yeah, I
to be
did
sending people to jail. You're just
several.
making sure justice is served. You know, if they're charged wrongfully, you know, you do it, but You know, you're the prosecution. You always, you know, get the short end of the stick. People say you're the bad guy.
This guy really does.
But you know, the defense attorney, they're
This
there to
keeps going
fight
on.
for him. And I've been in cell reps before, and the defense
I guess he's
attorney are
RPing
like,
on an old guy very
they're
well.
like going against the client, like the cops sitting there saying, and they're like, well, yeah, I told them they shouldn't have done that. And I was like, what is going on here? Like that's
Yeah.
not how this works. And it kills me, but people
Yeah.
pass the bar license test.
I mean, I
and
guess I
they
probably
work.
do that
It's the
sometimes
clients
as well.
that hire them, so it's yeah.
All right.
Being a public defender ain't easy too, because a lot of the clients just won't be honest.
Yeah,
That's been
a
such a
hard
problem
thing,
there.
is you
I don't
gotta
know why
work
that's been
around
such a
their
problem there.
honesty, and you know, it's just, you know, I like to see them at least put up a bigger fight than
It's
some
weird.
that I've seen. You know, some of them, you know, they'll ask about a charge, and then the cops tell them, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Okay, yeah, okay."
people lying to you as a defense attorney
Well, I mean, it also some of the stuff they fight is not great because they're like, "Can we
isn't super
drop
strange,
battery
but it's been
or
pretty.
something
I remember.
like attempted murder to battery?"
I think it was every single
It's like,
client
well, if we're putting on attempted murder,
I
there's a
had for
reason.
like the first week would just lie to list.
Sometimes it does apply, but it's like a lot of times the defense
And then I called
attorneys
them
would,
out and like, you know, can you just tell
quite
me
the
what
leap.
happened? And then they
to get certain
backtrack
places.
and be like, all right, well, this is what actually happened, sort of thing. I'm like, why didn't you just tell me that from the beginning?
I think I'm pretty
Yeah,
good on my bench record though. I haven't even been keeping track, but I can only call like one that I've lost.
yeah, and I mean, as long as your police write the report correctly, you know, this DA's office, you know, y'all should have the upper hand, really. You know,
Well, I
most
feel like
of the time
I had a trooper who was, he was going on. He must have spent, he did spend over an hour and a half just saying we shouldn't have to, you know, be writing these reports for bench trials. I shouldn't have to do that. You know, that's what's expected of us. I don't want to be wasting their time. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah, I think I run into that person also.
Yeah, which I mean, I can see both ways. You know, a bench trial, it's a fast acting trial. You know, I can understand an officer is not going to have time to write a full report. That's, you know, it's really based off their testimony. But like, you know, I have heard too that y'all have had some trials before where you know, they make a report and the report looks terrible. You know, or their testimony is 3 paragraphs, is 3 sentences long, and you know
They're getting
that's
better.
it. You know? Yeah, I haven't really looked through them.
I feel like
But yeah, it's just something you got to work on with them. You know, get them. You know, start. You know,
it's
talking
also
to their
kind of an
command.
issue with our MDT, because when they're down in the cells processing somebody and somebody asks for a bench trial, things start moving quick, and then they have to like make a whole new like investigation report, so we're able to share it with the lawyers and stuff, and like that. Then they have to actually like fill in every information like right then. So that's probably why
Yeah.
some of the reports haven't been great.
Yeah, like I said, in bench trials, I could see, you know, giving leniency for that. It's fast acting, it happens real fast. But you know, I would definitely say for a trial, you know, if a cop were, if I were y'all and a cop were to come to me and say, hey, we're taking this to trial, blah blah blah, okay, and I look at the report and it's 2 sentences, you better best believe I'm gonna be up
Oh,
and
yeah.
blood about it.
Completely agree.
I
You know,
want
The
to know
one a
why
couple
this.
days ago with Theodore, he went to bench and it ended up being like a whole court case.
they're really asking.
Yeah.
That was not good.
Is it
I
really
want to know why
asking?
this Callista Kennedy's one has been reopened by Hawthorne, but the person's already been found guilty in bench.
Wait, where is this?
No, on the Canadian, over on the
Kennedy?
Sable. No, on the Sable, dog. Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah, on the pier, sorry. Callista Kennedy, found guilty in bench already. But
oh,
He didn't reopen it. He refiled it. I don't know why he refiled it. It's already
yeah, he
been filed.
refiled it. Yeah,
yeah,
Theodore's
But he's-
supposed to
he's-
talk to him about that because you can't appeal it unless you're able to prove coercion.
exactly. So I don't understand why it's being appealed. There's nothing to state of that happening. And everything this oath guy does is exactly the same. If it's not the Fourth Amendment violation, it's because the DA's office didn't do something in a timely manner. It's one or the other. I've noticed in everything he's filed for. Everything.
Well, I don't like that he just... People have been taking his the lead and just saying, oh, there's this amendment violation, this amendment violation, using numbers for it. I'm like, can you just say what actually happened, you know, rather than pointing at numbers for amendments? That doesn't tell me anything.
That's all it is. It's, oh, they have a 4 violation. Okay, why?
Yeah, we need to know why.
I feel like
A lot of this stuff gets backed up because we don't have enough information, and it's really difficult getting a hold of people. Like I said, I'm still trying to get a hold of Ulf. Maybe I'm just not around at the right time, but his availability is anytime. So
he's around very, very often.
Yeah, he was on like he was around maybe like an hour ago. So I'm walking through the courthouse. Yeah.
On he
I'm
says.
gonna send him a text message, I guess.
Yeah, these have already been all filed. I don't know why. Alright. Is it time to just start making bar complaints?
Yeah, most likely. He's just fighting double files and stuff. Like, he's ridiculous.
I'll leave y'all to sit here like this. I'm gonna go sit and think in this chair for a good bit.
All right.
Yeah, regarding...
Alex is clear of this date. If they're the same one already. 5536, I think it is.
Yeah, they're all the same ones.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of them he's refiled, so we need to just get them off the Kanban board. Because I looked at that and I was like, oh my god, where did these all come from? And yeah.
It wasn't
one
here
of
this
those.
morning.
Statement of claim.
Yeah, I don't want the DA's office feeling overwhelmed because things are double filed.
I think we need to maybe start requiring a statement of claim.
What do you mean?
Or I guess it would be just like a statement that says, this is what happened, this is why we're suing about it.
It should be, because we don't have nothing to say. We have to do all the back-end work now. We have to contact them, speak to their client. You know, not them, but have them speak to their client. Get a statement. Then we have to do our end.
Yeah, what I mean by that though is like a lot of this stuff is just, it's just stating this happened, or it doesn't say this happened, it says this thing was violated. I'm like, okay, then
Yeah,
how?
and I
Like,
want
it's
to
just
claim
don't.
for it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, how? Like we need more information to,
Yeah.
because it'd be nice if we could go and be like, okay, we agree, let's settle this. But now we're stuck in this telephone tag.
So I
essentially.
Yeah, you're stuck in limbo because it's okay. Fourth Amendment is violated, and I'm claiming for $20,000. Okay, why? What happened?
What's it called?
Yep.
Yeah, the jurisdiction I was in previously, everything like this required a statement of claim, and it was very, very,
I
very
took-
useful for
I took
understanding
something
things.
on specifically this morning because it involves him. Yeah, civil docket, I think. Yeah, Amundsen versus state. Apparently,
Sorry, go ahead.
apparently it was ruled. I spoke to Maestri earlier on this morning. It was ruled that you go
Wait, why isn't my
parking spaces
what
are
audio working?
done by meter to meter. So I asked Maestri what she think and to go outside and have a look at the
What?
meters in the middle. And tell me what vehicle you're gonna put in there. Her answer was, yeah, they need to have a conversation, and this needs to go for the state to have a conversation about.
There we go.
Yeah,
Don't know
well,
why
with
it's
everything that's been
confusing.
happening with the DOJ lately, I think a lot of changes are going to be start taking place. And if there's things that we want changed, we got to just talk to the justices about it and see what we can get moving.
Like I spoke to Emma earlier on. I literally said a parking space is defined by the markings on the floor, not by the space between the meter.
Well, we all had like 5 judges go out and say that the parking spaces were defined by the space between the meters, not necessarily what's on the lines, or the what's called the white printed lines, which I
is
think is fair.
wrong.
What?
It's wrong. It cannot be between the meter.
So there's like
Physically
these,
cannot.
there's these
If
white.
you have an extra layer, if you have an extra large vehicle, then you pay for the double space.
You know, listen to the field
I-
trip. Come with me real quick. We're in field trip. So
You have the small, you have the 2 meters that are literally touching, basically.
I think this might be the 5th field trip I've gone on back here. Alright.
Woohoo, field trip.
Okay.
Okay, do you
have
see this little white line thing here?
that white line, right? This one that goes this across. The white line that goes across facing this direction.
You see how the white
Divide
line's
the
a
parking
little
space.
bit to the left of the meter rather than like where this line
Yeah,
is?
it's true.
It's kind of weird though because I feel like why?
Okay, so
We
the
already
line
have like
going
this
across.
designated squares right here with the whole cement, the little cement squares
Do I
designated
have
to
any
be different.
judges available for a bench trial right now?
Okay, but the line going across that way is to define the space between the parking space and the road. The line coming towards us is to define the marking for the vehicle to fit in between them two lines.
Well, I do kind of agree that it should be meter to meter, perhaps, because,
Do I have her phone number?
You said you needed.
for example, my car
judge for bench
is
trial?
a bit
Yes,
longer
we do.
than most vehicles.
Are you
Okay,
available?
so what if you? I've got a
yeah.
Sand King.
Regular
My
chamber
car
hearing?
is big,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I don't park here specifically for that reason. I park it up at the garage on the corner because it is
Oh,
there.
I
I
do that
utilize it,
anyways. 'cause
right? So
the
now let's
roof
say I
was-
park my Sand King in here, right? I'm going to take up to about here. Now no vehicle can park here in this space. So do I also pay for that meter then?
Well, I
Well,
think it's
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 like it
more.
should be from that meter over.
Wait, 1
the-
second, I got a phone call from Judge.
Like these ones
Hello,
are the
Becky.
large parking spots, really.
Well, there's also the question of, you know, like when you're driving, it's really difficult to see like directly underneath you and in front of you for this kind of thing. Those just
Yeah.
aren't very noticeable. So unless they like do the full white square, I don't think those are, you know, really pertinent.
Yeah, but I do understand because the tow truck drivers are pretty ruthless, and if you're across the line like a little bit, they'll tow you.
Okay, I just got weird vibes. I thought it was Franklin for a second.
What the hell counts as a
So
spot?
I do think it should be like the meter.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I was like, what? Franklin?
Yeah. Okay, I see that. Well, anyway, as I was saying.
Okay. Well, that was the field trip there. Let's see.
All right.
I think that's Adam as well.
Oh, jeez.
So a lot of bikers. It's so funny. Like an actual biker gang. That's actually very funny. Let's see.
Okay, we should start getting some of these off the board, I guess. Although I guess we gotta check to make sure they didn't put no like new information in. Oh, see, he put in the reason here is no communication from DA's office for scheduling.
When he's motioning to dismiss them.
Because of it, like, you know, I've been trying to get a hold of him. Multiple approaches from attorney on record. Oh man, what's my call log look like?
And this chamber one. Oh, that's right. And you talked to Wrangler about that. Let me actually call Franklin.
I don't think it's gonna go back far enough. No, it's not.
In a timely manner, they said, but this hasn't even been a week since it's been filed. If it was like over 2 weeks, I could maybe understand that, but it's not even been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 6 days.
I guess I've gotten too many phone calls. It's not going back far enough.
Yeah, I don't know
no,
why
it's 5
that is. That was supposed to have been changed with the latest phone update, but it's not.
Also, I tried calling yesterday and the day before, and it's not showing my call log.
I don't know why it is that way.
Weird.
See them. Were these both
Like,
regular
try sending
cases?
a message, no excuse.
Let me see. 6878. 5536. What?
Yeah, all of them are no communication regarding case or scheduling. The only time I've seen Ulf is when he was in that court case, and then I didn't see him after it. So I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Oh, that's right. This was a traffic stop one. And then what was the other one? Said.
If it comes down to it, I think Phoebe said we can try emailing.
Okay, I guess we can do that. Yeah.
Because things are getting backlogged. I don't think it's really our fault. I think it's just like we're missing
There's that one. Yeah.
each other.
Well, then there's some people who are not.
I guess obviously we don't want to have like full-on conversations in the emails. It's just more of a,
Yeah, no stress.
hey, I've tried contacting you about this. Please
Yeah, that's understandable. I know. That's
reach
fine. Don't
me
worry.
at this
Okay.
time.
No worries, Becky. Take care. Bye-bye. She has no idea why it's being filed, and she cannot see which judge put it up on bench. Great.
On which one?
The Callister Kennedy one.
Oh yeah, 5536. Let me talk about that one. Okay.
Yeah, the verdict appeal. Yeah. Where is Theodore? Man, I haven't been able to talk to him for like ever.
I don't think I've met him.
Oh, really?
Sure. But I think mine and his times don't match up with it. This is not usual for me.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually met you. Well, I've met you once before, I think.
Okay.
Hey, hello! How's it going? Giga investigation. Oh my. Nice. I am here with a couple of the other ADAs at the DA's office. If you want to come by and chat, we're going through the Kanban board because there's things that have been double filed, apparently. Yup. Oh no, I'm talking about the appeals. We have a bunch from Ulf, I guess, from today, but all of them are like repeats of stuff we're already working on.
Well, he's just adding a motion to dismiss for all of them, which is why he tried to get it filed that way for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Theodore. Oh, interesting. So this Kennedy one is actually already.
Yeah, we're just trying to
as
get
well.
these things moving and get stuff delegated
And it's
properly.
Theodore that assigned to it.
I don't know why he didn't wait longer
Okay.
to make a motion to
Well,
dismiss if he just
I
didn't say
haven't been
anything
able
about
to
it.
talk
It
to you,
would be-
man. We've always
I have no idea.
visited each other.
Like if it's been 2 weeks, I could see good reason. Alright.
Yeah, that is cool. You need to see my car. Well, yes and no. Yeah. Oh my god. The classy? Oh no. Damn it. Well, yeah, we need to hang out sometime and chat. It's gonna be okay, man. Cool. All right. Well, good luck with that.
It was all.
Oh.
I. These were 3 people, right? Were they all charged?
That's good.
Yeah, because they were communicating already. I think he said. That's right.
Oh.
I think there's a bench going on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you quickly tell me about one thing? We got you on the board here for an appeal for a guilty plea. What's happening with that?
Kennedy versus State.
Does he have proof of coercion or anything? Oh. Okay.
Lee Barnes. I'll just legal parking.
Okay. I mean, they inform you of your rights, and that's telling you you can have a lawyer, so, yeah.
Yeah, this. The more I use this MDT,
really?
the more I'm like, I kind of miss the
Oh.
the Onyx one. It was so much more.
Oh, well. Alright.
Although have them
Okay.
do
Yeah,
docket
we're just
stuff all the
trying
time
to
was
get
annoying.
Wade through all this and get some of this off here.
But there's, I guess there's both good and bad things to it.
Yeah, I looked at the
Like, I
campaign
hated
board today
waking
and I
up
was like,
to
oh my
having
god, we're
so many
overwhelmed,
notifications and
I
having to
was like,
spend
wait a
2 hours
second.
every single day going over them.
These are the same thing.
That was awful.
Yeah, it's awful. Alright.
I had that feeling that was going to happen today, but that did not happen, so I'm happy.
That's what I'm working on. Yeah.
Alright.
Yep. Really?
Bill.
It's assigned to me in the campaign.
Alright. Yeah, let me just
Yeah,
call
we
her
were
there.
assigning a bunch of stuff I guess last week now. But nobody's
Team
name
Ben
was
Shaw,
on
is
it.
that-
I threw my name on it.
Am I going to
was
go in
work
there
on it.
and then show?
I'm probably in the same mind as you. He can say he was forced to do it. Doesn't change that he didn't, or that he did it. Yeah, it is. It's CL4 versus State. Or State vs. Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Oh yeah, it was unassigned when we were going through it. Yeah, it's super easy. We were just trying to like delegate some of these to. Yeah, well, it.
Alright.
Well, not to mention, if you're out front of the police department, you're talking to
Can
the
you,
police.
can you
like,
voting?
Oh. Okay. Well, still, if you're in front of a police officer, that you're like able to say like, hey, I should be safe now. Obviously, they got guns pointed at you, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. And even if he wants to plead that he was forced to do it, he still did it. It doesn't change the fact that he did it. Like.
Why did Onyx have like such advanced MDW? Why was it so advanced? It's weird.
Yep. If worse comes to worse, I thought about like taking it to assault, but like I don't know. He did it. I don't know what to say. He did
Why was it so advanced? And this looks
Yeah.
like blocky.
Well,
And
in this thing that they gave, it says that he was intended to do the least amount.
We call
of
this the
damage.
front end The UI
That's what you're using.
doesn't look the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I probably shouldn't compare them, but sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we Okay, yeah, last week Phoebe just told us to go through this and start assigning these, so that's what we did. I knew you were busy. Okay. Okay, yeah. I've been trying to get a hold of him for the past 3 days. He was there at that court case when he got shot or whatever.
And he said
then
that at
after
least
the
4
court case
times
was
no.
finished, I didn't know where he went.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of him for the Seal 4 thing, and I just haven't been able to. So I sent him a text message. Hopefully he'll get back to me. If it comes down to it, Phoebe said we can start emailing them to just tell them, like, hey, we're trying to reach you. Yep. Oh, okay.
What is this?
6 p.m. Eastern. Oh, yeah. Well, he says his availability. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll try and handle that one.
Oh, did I forget to put the search warrant on the
Yeah, that sounds good.
con one or something? No, I did.
Yeah, we're getting backlogged because of scheduling here.
Right?
And a lot of his reposts that are like his refilings here are saying that the DA's office hasn't reached out to him. Yeah.
Oh wait, I did this one. Oops. What's this for Jack James? I can work on this right now. Yes, we're fine.
Oh
BB.
yeah, you have 2 of them on here.
BB? She should be in the bench shot, right? Oh, we'll see the ambusher here.
We don't do that here. They have to have proof of it, like. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh, she's the judge. Let me change that. Put her as a red hair judge.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he needs to show proof. Like, so yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get going here. I'm still talking to
Liz.
Liz
I
and
think they were relevant.
oh. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Well, good
Okay.
luck, man. All right, later. All right, sorry about that. Theodore likes to talk.
Who are these people?
Both of the ones that Theodore has
Stone,
on
wasn't-
here are
somewhat remembering.
guilty
Wasn't this a
plea appeals.
lawyer? I don't remember. Oh, I can delete it. I really need to get better at that.
Jones. Jones. You need to get hold of Jones.
Okay. Oh, this got the stinky arm again. There you go, I fixed it.
Yeah.
Who was this person? Oh yeah, that's right.
I called yesterday and the day before.
I don't remember these people.
Hey, Ulf's coming by if you ever need to talk to him about
Okay.
some of these.
Well, I don't need to talk to him about anything. I need to talk to the different people to try and get that scheduled, though. That's right. Reminded me I need to talk with the ranger and see if I can get in contact with them.
Yeah.
Was that for... Let me check something. Oh, I don't realize I saw this one. Hornius. Eight to 11. What was this about? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm looking over my notes.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones, you won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down the fire.
All right. Oh, that's right. Fuck, I didn't remember that. That's very important to remember. What was this person's name again? Yeah, if texts are saved, I don't see any reason why phone calls, or just a list of phone calls, wouldn't be saved. It's very strange. The person's name was.
Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say.
Let me actually just.
Get all away, but I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away.
You check with Phoebe about restraining order thing. Or did she reorganize it? Hey, Burn.
Hello. Good company, Mr. O'Rourke.
Or what? What did he say? Didn't even hear him. That Phoebe? Don't think that's Phoebe.
Got a bunch of furniture on me. We're here for another hour. I'll just start making a place for us to live and occupy here until I can get a permit.
Possibility of him
I'm
disengaging
only
is
half
gonna
kidding.
be when they let him out of the trunk of the vehicle. However,
PD.
Go ahead.
As one of you spare, I have a 95 and the liar on the way for a walk.
Sure, I'll head down.
stated that they were still there, pointing guns at him while still.
Therefore, I appreciate it.
Alright. I'm just gonna head and listen to the court case spot. A lot of people have red hair, don't they?
What's up, Liz?
Hello.
How are you?
Good, I'm supposed to be helping someone with a warrant, I think. It's
Oh,
yeah, we got caught down at this house.
nice.
Alright, well, good to see you.
Updated. It's 2259.
Hello.
I can't leave just yet.
That's
but,
okay. We're gonna be at Mr. PD. I'm gonna be doing a lot of paperwork. I'm making
So it's 3 times accomplice. It looks like there's 2 ag GTA and 1 time use of explosive. I haven't read the full thing on it, but it's accomplice to some of those charges basically. Once I've got the full breakdown, but she's looking at an extra 1 times evading, and there'd be 2 times evading total, and 1 times driving without a license, and possession of stolen property because the bike she was driving wasn't hers. If you want to talk with your client, and I'll get the caught up on things.
So you said one-time accomplice use of explosive. Is that the one of the accomplice ones?
Yeah.
Okay, then just to make sure that I have everything written down correctly. So 2 times accomplice to aggravated GTA, 1 times evading, 1 times accomplice to use of explosives, 1 times driving without a license, and 1 times stolen property.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll talk to my client. Hey, Liz.
Hello.
Hey, Liz. Weird seeing you on this side, but yeah.
Were the...
So this is the one where literally was just written 559.
Okay.
And then the extra charges of invading from me, no license because she doesn't have an active one, and it was a stolen bike.
$559. They put out a grenade. Alright. Driving her sister back. People fled until they crashed and stole truck. Both evaded again until stealing the money.
Sydney, I can hear you from over here.
And they crashed by Beaver Bush, at which point Uncle Chingus
There we go.
need through steadies. The grenade and myself to where he was able to. We can throw attempted second degree on there. Or aggravated second degree. I don't know why they didn't do that, because if a grenade's thrown at you, you should definitely charge them with something.
Yeah, but it's not use of explosive device that was thrown at officers. I wasn't on scene until after the fact
Okay.
on that one, and then it says here definitely thrown at them. Who had the officers? Yeah. And we could put just one on to try and have the deals nice. To get the guilty play. Why? Yeah. That's something we'll feed back, 'cause I believe it's one of our probationary troopers that
Oh, also
wrote this.
there's no possession of a legal weapon. She had a shotgun.
No, the other individual had a shotgun.
It says I searched.
They had nothing on
her.
her when I searched her. Yeah, but Bongo is the one that had the double barrel shotgun. Sydney had nothing on her person that wasn't hers except for the key to the bike. I'm not even too fussed about pushing that stolen property charge, to be fair.
Well, it says on the statement, I searched her. Was Bongo a woman or my?
Bongo was arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a female.
Oh,
It's
I
a
wasn't aware. Okay.
sister, twin sister, or something.
I'm just so used to Sydney having shotguns. Alright.
I'm glad she didn't, seeing as I was on motorbike and I decided I'm going to solo arrest her because backup was taking forever. I knew I'd get a unit to come up to me if I already had a 95. Not my smartest move. Definitely in the doghouse for that one already. But it was worth it.
Okay. And yeah, all the charges are fine if you want to throw in an aggravated second degree on there. That'd be the only thing I'd advise. Or
Yeah.
accomplish to, yeah.
Yeah, it would be accomplished to that. I think he definitely should be thrown in there. But I'm not even too fussed about my... I think if we throw that in there, we can give him the sweetness of not throwing the charges that I was throwing from my personal thing, because we've got like 2 to 3 different times of evading on her, really.
Alright, well if you know what you could do, bring in for the attempted second degree, and then for a plea deal you could take it off. something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll add my shit, and then we can take that off. We could take off some of the infraction stuff as part of the plea deal.
Okay. See.
Leave her with 1 times evading, because she can't not have evading. We chased her. She left the scene, hence the warrant.
Yep. Well, the only one that you need is the failure to display plates, because that was the original reason for detainment, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was.
And you
Good
need
point.
that, or else everything else is... There's no reason for them to have been detained otherwise.
You know, Sydney's not one to usually take us to court anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. Was the motorcycle stolen? Do you know?
The one that I got her on was, yes. I actually didn't evidence it, but I don't know about the previous.
Okay. Because I was thinking it'd be 3 times, but I guess no, it'd be 1 time GTA because you didn't see her do that, and then the 2 times. But
Yeah. I mean, I think 2 of them we know were stolen because she was seen taking them by force. The truck and the motorcycle. The fact they ain't got, that's where the aggravated GTAs are. The original might have been, but it could be the case of we were chasing, so we didn't have time to
yeah, I get that.
document it, and local tow picks them up.
I like the highlighting in the report.
Yeah, I actually do like that. I think it's something like I had someone do it in red before. Just did highlight that bit, you know, how the charges showed, and that was good. I get that as good feedback.
It makes it a lot easier to read, I feel like.
Yeah, I usually break that stuff up separate when I write my occasional warrants.
Oh, that's right. Johnny became an officer now.
Yeah. Oh, was he one of the DAs, or was he like a lawyer? I don't even know what he was. I've not dealt with him.
He was.
He was one of the DAs, I think.
The DA.
One
yeah.
DA.
Oh, he was the DA. It's
I don't know. I always end up with Finch. I'd
Oh,
Finch
yeah.
every
She got
time
voted
I need a
after
wet
he
DA
left.
usually.
But he was the DA from the very beginning, I believe.
Yeah. I only had small charges at the very beginning, and that for one vigilantism.
Okay. How was he as were you FTOing him, or? I'm assuming he's a cadet, right?
No, that's Misty that's with him. That's my wife.
Oh, okay.
She's riding with him.
Oh, Misty, yeah. She's great.
Yeah. She's alright.
Isn't she your wife?
520's unavailable at this time. The better looking Kapua, but I'm the smarter one. I like to claim that anyway. Just because I'm older and wiser.
Is that how it works? You just, I mean, wisdom and intelligence are a little bit different, but yeah.
I take what I can get, okay? I lose out to it on everything else.
I don't think so.
Oh, I do, because I surrender everything else.
I mean, if you feel like you're only, well, I guess you don't need to necessarily make it a competition, do you?
Oh, I have an older brother, everything's a competition. It's not really, I just like to
Is that how it
say
works?
that she's better than me.
I've got 2 younger brothers, so so I somewhat understand it.
I was the only daughter in a house full of
Actually-
boys.
Actually, no, I have one older brother. as well.
Originally.
So, I forgot Liz has an older brother. Oops. Alright. So that's why you're a trooper now.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Did you ever get medical? You went back to the hospital.
Oh yeah, need to remember this. Super remember this. Everything else.
How you guys with the charges?
Yeah, we've got the charges together and I was looking at extra sort of bits on it.
Okay.
But we'll go over to your client and talk about them.
Yep, sounds good.
Right, you can hear everything.
Sydney, I also, you can plead the fifth, so you don't need to talk at all. Just, let me do the talk.
Yeah, so with the charges at this time, why the fuck's that just? Why did it have to go? Oh, there it is, it came back up. So the charges they were looking, that your client is looking at does, is all of them are basically gonna stay. It's gonna be 1 time evading from me. And that's actually all I'm gonna add on. I did have yours in possession of a bag, I didn't
Okay, she's
document
not
it,
adding on
that's
the
on me,
second
so
degree, okay.
I'm fine with that, but
Interesting.
you should also be looking at
She's so
1
nice.
times accomplice. Use what was it? This I forgot how.
Aggravated
which
second
of the
degree.
many ones.
Murder.
Yeah,
That's it. That's with the grenade. So
yeah. That's because the grenade was thrown at officers.
Is it 1 times accomplice to aggravated second degree murder?
We're only looking to push the 1 times on it.
So is it the accomplice tag on it?
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, okay.
You come over here.
Accomplice tag on it.
Oh yeah, no worries.
accomplice attempt in the end.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Anything else?
No, wait, sir. Can you turn around again?
And it was I'm only pushing at 1 time evading from her, running from me.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
So I can hate the system, but I have to do it this way.
Was there anything else I said? Everything else is fine.
Yeah, so it's looking at those 2. I grab for those. The 1 time failure to
Oh, it's Johnny.
display a license plate. 1 time use of explosive device.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
2 times evading. 4 times accomplice to the specific charges.
Okay, okay. So 1 times evading, 1 times accomplice to aggravated second degree murder, 1 times failure to display a license plate.
Is that Misty?
And what was after that?
Use of explosive device.
I just ate a raw rabbit. It tasted good.
Yeah, I'm having some.
And you said I was the accomplice charge. I mean the accomplice tag is being
I remember
used
back
on
when I
all
was
4
a
of
defense
them.
attorney, I couldn't just see charges.
On the 2 GTAs,
so much better to be able to see
and
stuff.
the 1 use of explosive and the attempted second degree.
I never realized how visual a person I am.
Well, I second degree specifically.
Do you need more food? I have some food if you want.
Well, that's just like, I didn't realize I've always known because even all my memories.
Okay, so let me
Like when I-
make sure that I got this right. So 1 times evading,
Here.
1 times accomplice to aggravated second degree
I'll
murder,
run about it a bit.
1 times failure to display license plate, 1 times accomplice use of explosive device, and 2 times accomplice to aggravated GTA.
And an extra evading, which you fled from me.
It's very good. I do. Who cooked
There's
that
2
chicken?
times evading.
Oh, 2 times evading? Okay, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, that was very nice. Used to be a chef.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you like some New York strip steak? It's not, not the greatest.
Okay,
but,
then can you kind of just go through how you guys got the charges?
Those words mean, but they sure sound tasty.
Yeah, not a problem. So, the failure to display license plate, that was the original reason for a traffic stop.
You steal my gun? What the hell? Damn right I did.
1 second.
I didn't know need for that.
My radio's very loud, as are those individuals. Yeah.
So
the
for the
traffic stop was
failure
for the license plate.
for the license plate, what vehicle was she driving?
But
You recall?
no, because you're not.
She was
the
driving a
trusted.
motorcycle.
You were the gun license. You could get your own.
I'm very trusted. I'm a trustable man.
No, because you had a gun on
And
you, and now you're
she
gonna lose
was
your
identified by,
for the fact that you have a gun
as she
on you.
introduced us to her twin. She's also very recognizable by PD. I responded to her name several times.
I just tried to get a license today. You get it's gone. I'm telling you, it's gone.
She was asked to get off the motorcycle twice, and then that's when she decided to flee for the first time she evaded.
From the
What the hell?
the courthouse.
During the chase,
I am right now. I'm looking at
I wasn't in it myself. But
They said I couldn't.
they took a truck by force near the barricade
To
on
like
Popular
properly
Street,
identify someone.
and then they also took a motorcycle by force after they crashed, and that was near the radio station. After they crashed in the hills, accomplice Jingles pulled out a grenade and threw it at officers.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna verify something.
All right.
Hi. I want to clarify something. Can I talk to
You
someone?
know what's un-American? Them taking my gun.
No, back, can you help out with that?
Well, you deserve it if you're gonna be a
So,
real hooligan.
they
with
have
your
their
fire.
brother's weapon on them because it's not their weapon. It wasn't used in a crime, but he did have it on him. I can take his license away,
My
correct?
name's Randy.
Or no?
What weapon did he have specifically?
Well, it's an SNS pistol.
Okay.
It was his brother's, not his, and he said he stole it from his brother.
He said he stole it.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no, you did not have your license.
As far as I understand it, it's only supposed to be for felonies committed with weapon or like with a firearm.
Oh, that's how long ago it was.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's what I
Are
wanted
you
to clarify.
staying on moto, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know why it's very restrictive in that way, but
No, I'm not. I put it away.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like,
I
huh.
think technically any violent felony as well. So if they use anything else as
I
well.
mean, he should have had it taken away. 985 months.
And you're not willing, I guess.
This dude, like, literally got charged with terrorism.
And he didn't have it taken away.
And attempted second-degree murder times 2 because they literally had So the cop car that they stole was on fire, and instead of stopping and getting out, they drove it towards PD to blow us up.
Terrorism, yep.
Oh yeah, I was I think I was helping you with that yesterday.
Terrorism, I pled no contest.
I was helping somebody with it yesterday.
But it's
So
expensive to get a lawyer, so I can't really do anything about it.
What was she charged with?
How much are they charging these days? I don't know, but I don't have any money.
and I
so,
told him that's
yeah.
terrorism.
Sure, can you slide me on my phone?
But
real
yeah, you
quick
can
so I
definitely take it
check how
away
much they
for
charge me?
like after the fact for that, because any violent felony, you're able to take it away.
Tell me how much they charge me.
Would you like that in thousands?
Oh, he does have his taken away for hostage taking. It's the other one that didn't have his taken away.
45257.
My bad, they look the same.
Give me the towns. I got a lot of numbers. I can't process all that.
Okay,
25,000.
Oh my God.
You know, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we got that.
Or should I?
Oh shit, I don't have the key. Sorry. Fuck.
All right.
Well, no, that was sorted
Should I?
out.
You helping?
Intense, I would, in other jurisdictions, but you know, without how great our medical system is, you know, depending on what they think and their experience with people and grenades, you know, that can really help define, you know, what they were intending to do, I guess.
Grenades are intended to kill. I don't think there's anything else they can do other than kill.
Yeah, there's no other intent on it. If it was like a flare gun shot or, you know, a gas grenade, I'd be with you on it.
Yeah, well, you know, like, if someone, you know, has experience with grenades in this jurisdiction, seeing how great our medical system is, in their experience, like, okay, while using a grenade hasn't really killed a lot of people and just injured them, their intent was like, okay, I'm not planning to, you know, kill them.
So
Because, you know, with
this
my
is based on the
experience,
belief that the person would receive medical.
I'd just be injured.
There's many instances where people are not able to receive medical.
She does.
Yeah, but you know, that's their intent, I guess, right? Whether or not they intended to kill them, that's like the main point here. We don't know what their intent is.
No, they could have just been throwing that grenade there for some reason.
Is it okay if I speak to my lawyer,
Alright.
please?
He's been around
Yeah.
that, but yeah.
Yep, I'm trying to sleep over here.
Alright.
So I've come to that
I don't think she's that bothered. I think it's all him.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
heard them.
he's making a bad argument. That's not something that.
Oh yeah.
He's making a very strange argument as well. I don't like that.
Argument is,
Yeah.
I can go ask those nice officers over there who was on scene and find out how many officers were throwing the grenade at, and I can just add the others.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Hey,
throwing
we
a
can go back and talk.
What the hell?
Alright.
Am I allowed to represent my brother?
Hey, okay, so I guess we really got to see that report about what she was charged with. Can you check
the
what
hell?
the other person was charged with? I guess.
Oh,
Bongo jingles.
Well,
And then can you also?
Are you okay?
yeah, what's up?
I tell you what, that's
Hey,
so
just checking.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, so I have a metal plate in my chest. So that's kind of cool. I'm part way to Wolverine now. So,
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you're partway to Wolverine. That's good.
that's good. That part's good.
What the hell?
I can never use an MRI again though, so that's probably not so good.
No.
But
Yeah, not so good, but at least you're alive.
yeah,
Okay.
was
Just wanted to check in with you.
a towing accident. You know what those things are. So
Oh, okay. So
Alright,
it's
so what
not
I'm
an
looking
accident.
at
Got it.
is what
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
my paralegal, she got a little bit too overzealous
I'll
with
see and find it real quick.
towing the motorcycle and the in the car. So
Okay.
yep.
Theft, resisting arrest.
All right. Well, just wanted to make sure you were doing okay.
Well, thank you for checking in on me. I appreciate you.
Okay. Talk to you later.
See you then.
I'm gonna check something. Yep, this is Jamie's. Alright.
Question for you two. Why didn't you try and push any aggravated murder on the other individual you arrested?
Oh, okay.
On Sydney's.
I wasn't even here for most of it, so I was letting Higgins do it.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah, so why didn't you push, like, the grenade was thrown at officers? It was Liz's point.
Yeah, you know that's a good point.
Grenades are intended to kill, and I don't think there's anything else that can be done.
Yeah, because he's requested the actual the arrest report now, which I'm not even sure if I can give him the arrest report for her. I've never dealt with this shit.
I mean, if she's not the person in question, I don't think it should have been without a FOIA.
Or you think
She's
this,
pled guilty.
you think this might be another situation of shooting at someone isn't intending to kill them? So
Well,
Honestly,
the
I
thing,
don't
the thing
know.
is, I could see somebody arguing that grenade, you know, was just to deter people, and I could see a certain somebody ruling that it was not attempted.
Honestly, I can see a lot of certain somebody saying that.
But
Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 times done before. I'm just because you guys didn't push it on the actual thrower. I think we might.
I've literally had a judge rule that because somebody shot somebody in the abdomen, it's not attempted second degree, even though I could hear him on speakerphone, which means he was in close quarters.
That's so American.
Close quarters shooting somebody in the abdomen is 100% an attempt to kill.
I mean, if you guys would like us to just push those, I can start pushing those too. But I figured I knew who would be.
Hey, no, on this, it's no, it's just. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm just saying, I was a question on why, because, but I think we're just going to drop it
barely
because
understand
the
her.
initial person didn't have it.
Yeah, no, I
give
didn't
it
put
a-
it on there for that reason.
That's the charges. No, it's fair. Yeah, it's fair.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get my person sent off, unless you have something else for him.
Oh no, I'm gonna talk to him, see if he wants to plea.
Okay. We're gonna deal with this real
I think let's should we just drop that one just because the original person wasn't processed with that.
I mean, you can for a plea deal, I'd say you can drop it down to aggravated battery, but I don't think you should just drop it all together.
But no one was actually injured in it.
Attempted aggravated battery.
Alright, that works for me.
No, he was calling me a little bitch over there.
Can we keep our voices on? I really cannot hear brother.
Okay. Well, I guess do you just want to just do a bench trial then instead of just trying to argue about all of this?
So, we've been chatting regarding this. I'm happy to drop the aggravated attempted second degree murder. Which to be fair, I forgot to put attempted on there. And switch it down to aggravated battery. Because it was an officer.
Accomplice, yeah.
Attempted as again. Attempted accomplice.
Can I talk to my client?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you just want to go to the bench.
Fucking, they were in bench. I'm sending them to the bench. I just arrested for evading.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Well, I'll support you in that.
He looked that way for a
Yeah,
second. I was
like-
like, is he wanting us?
You ready or?
Yeah, you can just talk. So I guess we'll just go to a bench trial, because
Okay.
if you guys are not willing to drop the use of explosives and the aggravated battery, she says that she did not know that she had that pipe bomb at all, and didn't plan on doing, being involved in that. So if you guys aren't willing to drop that, I think we'll just go to bench.
Okay. Let me see if there's
Not a
a judge
problem.
available. Let's see. Let me see. Is there any judges available for a bench? Let's see.
Not right now. Sorry.
Okay. Doesn't look like they're available. Doesn't look like there's any judges available. I think. Are they still in the pen show? I think there's a.
No, they will have finished it because Novak was one of the officers involved in that.
Oh, okay then.
And she just came to get the key for the bike that I borrowed.
I think Becky just doesn't get in the radio, so let me call her then. Alright. She's not picking up either. Alright.
I guess, let me talk to my client once more.
See it?
This will be my third no contest in a row.
Yeah, it's unlikely for them to appeal it, even though she does. I think what we were giving them is
Yeah, but the second she talks to her friend and finds out that she didn't get those charges, and she's like, yeah.
She didn't.
But I wasn't gonna give it outside. She didn't get any. She got those charges, the original warrant charges. She didn't get the aggravated stuff.
Yep, we can talk. Okay, so I guess we'll try to make our case here to see if you guys are willing to drop the use of explosives, or is even if us trying to make a case here, is that just still not going to be dropped?
Well, she's
So you wanted to drop the use of explosive device?
And attempted aggravated battery.
I had no clue that this person had a bomb in the first place.
Yeah.
Did she help in getting the what was her
Person
name? The Jingle?
Yeah.
Did she
From
help
what
in-
she said, she once. Yeah, she drove off without letting her, try to get on the bike again. So once she saw that, she had an explosive, she drove off and you didn't want it to, help her in any way. And she disagreed with, I guess, her actions of throwing that bomb, and she didn't really want to be helping her in any way regarding that.
I literally saw heard the boom go on the back and drove off. I was like,
and
what this?
I think you guys would have a really strong case, if she stayed and waited until she got on the bike and helped her escape. But no, she just didn't want to be a part of that.
Oh.
Alright, what do you think?
okay with that, but don't expect it to happen again that way. I'm happy to drop at least the aggravated battery on that, leaving the explosive device there because she was the one who was driving them.
Well, I didn't know.
Around.
But she didn't
You didn't know she
drive
had
them
it. I'm not
after the
used-
incident.
Yeah, but she was driving them around before the incident until the incident. She fled after the explosive device went off, not before it.
No, I went, obviously when it exploded, I got on the bike and drove off because I was like, fuck this shit, like, there's stuff exploding. I'm not gonna stand around for that, am I?
Yeah, I think
Well,
the point was that she
So,
fled after
so
Fritz.
this attempted aggravated battery, that's a separate instance that happened. And once she realized, that happened, she excused herself from, helping this individual, escape, and that she wasn't really an accomplice to that.
How bad is explosive?
How can I be a accomplice to something I didn't know was there?
I definitely agree. If she helped her escape, then yeah, for sure, accomplice. But
Oh no, the battery's apart. I'm happy to drop with that.
Hi,
but
you just called me?
Yeah, are you getting on the radio to the channel 66? I was requesting it, Judge.
Yeah, no, and Emma said that we're not available. Sorry, I thought she included
Oh,
both
my
of us.
apologies.
I'm
I
not,
thought she
yeah,
meant for herself. I wasn't aware that she was speaking for you.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I should have double checked that I was in the middle of something. No, I'm brand new, so I am not taking cases by myself right at this moment. So just go ahead and push it to plead no contest right now.
All right, thank you. Anyways,
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry I didn't call you back.
no, you're fine. So,
All right, have a good night.
yeah, have a good night.
Bye bye.
So you're alright. It does have to be used in the scene of a crime, but the crime started the second the evasion happened. Just because it's different charges, I'm happy to drop the aggravated battery. I'm not gonna add that back on for any reason. But the explosion was used as part of the evading, in a sense.
I would say Sydney here didn't have any idea that she would do that, and I think her actions, show that she wasn't really wanting to be involved with whatever Jingles or whatever her name was.
If I do that, he had a ball. I wouldn't let him go out on the bike in the first place.
So you wouldn't hang out with Jingles anymore?
I would have a serious conversation with him, saying
Well,
that
I mean,
next time, like.
So there's a small hole in your argument here, actually, Lawyer.
Yep.
Because when I picked up Miss Brown, was the prison visiting her friend who had the explosives.
Oh.
If she was so scared of the explosives, why is she visiting that person in prison?
Was it after the case?
Oh yeah, it was after they've been arrested, but it doesn't mean they're not gonna have more explosives out there.
Well, I would argue that she doesn't want to engage with a person who has explosives, and she would be talking with them to ask if she had any more explosives. If she had, if Jingles had more explosives, I think Sydney here wouldn't want to, associate with that. It's just, her trying to understand whether or not she had more explosives. If she knew initially that she did have explosives, Sydney here could have, said okay, I don't want to, engage with you since you have explosives. But her knowledge at that moment and also post, she doesn't know if that person currently has any explosives on them, right?
What are you?
And especially her being in prison
Or what?
would ensure that she doesn't have any explosives.
Well, you're just saying words. That doesn't actually change anything.
I was just going there to tell him not to do that to me again.
Well, the officer is saying here that why was Sydney Brown visiting someone who has explosives? Is that right? Or had explosives?
I mean, the argument was that she fled after she, the explosion went off, but then she went and visited that person in prison.
Okay.
She was scared of that person, wants nothing to do with them. That was Miss Brown's words.
No, it was more she didn't want to deal with the explosion or anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to die from explosion. That doesn't mean I'm scared of the person. Because I'm not being funny. Who wants to be involved in an explosion? Not me, nah. Why?
So if you had a grenade at that point in time, you don't think you would have thrown it?
No. I don't even carry around grenades anymore or anything like that
Anymore.
because it's bad.
I guess, when was the last time you used of grenades? Or, like, explosives?
Are you asking me that or asking someone?
She got arrested for terrorism.
So yesterday.
Yep.
Oh, is this? What, let me check what this terrorism.
No, that was with a gas can. That wasn't with any grenades.
Explosives.
And that was hopeless.
Did you plead guilty to that, or is it still, you know, in contention?
That was a guilty plea.
Mhm.
Sydney exploded 10 plus cars in front of the hospital.
But I didn't explode them. I want to get that bit straight. I was just there. And I poured a bit of gas in on
You
spot.
pled guilty to that specifically. You put the gas on them to make the bed go boom.
No, I was trying to put gas in my car and it went on the floor, okay?
I mean, we're not disputing that charge, but it's just regarding the explosives and arguments
But it
about the
wasn't exploded.
explosives.
It wasn't grenades. It wasn't pipe bombs. It wasn't anything like that. It was literally a gas can. So
Yeah,
I wasn't going around lobbing grenades at people. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Has she been charged with using grenades, pipe bombs, any throwables?
Checking the rest of her arrests, unfortunately, they'll come up with a hey, what has this person had before? That'd be cool, MDT update.
I feel like that should be some form of like basic functionality, but
I wish there's a lot of things for the MDT.
Not seen on that one. No, that's not what's there.
Like, how about this? You know, if she ever gets caught, you know, using, you know, an explosive device, like, I'm fine with
we've
you guys
already
going to look
dropped
at it
the
at that
attempted
time.
second degree. That's we've
Yeah,
done
we
a
dropped
lot.
that down to from that attempted second degree, the attempted battery, and then dropped it down to nothing.
It feels like you guys aren't wanting to work with us rather than the other way around. All right.
Yeah. Well, let me talk to my client here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. If I tried to argue logic with him, I don't think it was gonna work. So instead, I gotta.
Oh yeah, I was trying to argue that, and then I was like, wait, that's the old lawyer experience and that was like, wait, she went and visited the person, so if there's any fear there, it's not there. And then we looked at the previous charges, she literally was involved in blowing up 10 cars in front of a hospital. I don't like to use people's history against them, but when the history is less than a day old, you know, within a week, it can be. It should be.
So,
I agree.
told him that
I think he was just very much so talking in a very circular argument. I was like, okay, we're not gonna get anywhere with this. So, gotta.
Honestly, I dropped more just for the sake of fucking shifting it up.
saying that the cop said that he felt bad for the guy or something.
Yeah, I think that's fine. So,
I was trying to find out when I actually got her in the cells because I did not start an actual timer. Oh my god, she might be fucking full-time service. I can't find when I went and paid for it.
Blah blah blah, but it's a slippery slope. Like too many people. With
38 minutes ago. I was looking at 40 minutes.
okay.
Every time I come down here, sitting around.
I'm starting to learn now that what's it called? Starting to learn how to do targeted arguments rather than anything at all. It's actually very useful. All have actually helped me with that, surprisingly.
I was reading Life Invader, and this person's like, meet Bianca Fox, the upcoming pop star, and I thought it said porn star.
I thought, okay, I did the same thing.
Oh,
I did
okay.
the exact same fucking thing. And then you read down, it's like no gag reflex, and you're like, okay, well.
I thought I'd lost the
sure I
fucking
misread
thing
that.
there.
I didn't read all of it.
What was that?
I thought I'd changed the wrong tab when I was checking the previous charges.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, I see it. It's actually on.
We're ready to talk again. I guess we just want to reiterate here that again, she had absolutely no idea that she had that. The other person had that explosive on her. You know, again, we would just like to say that she doesn't search the other person. Ask them about any of these things. So how would she, be charged for something that she didn't know that this other person had, right?
They were
I guess,
getting away
metaphor-
together for almost the entire incident. Acting in
Yes.
concert.
But once she used that again, she stopped, being an accomplice to her, I guess.
I don't think that's how that works. Unless she was to turn herself over to police immediately afterwards, I don't think she's not an accomplice.
But did she aid after the crime was committed?
She aided during the crime. That's when she stopped aiding. It was after it. We're going around in circles here.
Yeah. And again, we definitely agree that you guys are doing a great service for dropping that aggravated battery. But again, Sydney here really wants that use of explosives to also be dropped because again, she says she never knew that happened. Never knew that the other person had that explosive on her, and she feels it's unjust to her to be charged with something that she had no way of knowing.
All right, let me ask you this then: did you have a gun on you at the time?
I didn't have anything.
Didn't have anything on you.
Nope. Not a gun, not a single thing.
I guess, yeah, if she had a gun, I think she would have been charged with illegal possession of a firearm, right?
Well, she had no gun on her when I arrested her. This was after the fact.
I'm not being
See, what else
funny,
can I
but
throw
guns are not really my thing. I'm more of a knife person if I'm going to carry out anything.
You could
I didn't
throw.
have a knife on me.
If you want to throw reckless endangerment and resisting arrest on there, I think that'd be fine if you wanted to.
Well, instead of the
Use of explosives. No?
Yeah. How do you two feel about that one?
Can I talk to my client?
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll be real quick. Okay, do you like that? Yes or no?
Yeah, I like that compromise. Just so.
Trying to find something that was somewhat equivalent time, but I think that's definitely something she did.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to talk. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. If you drop that use of explosive and do resisting arrest and reckless endangerment, I think she would then plead guilty. Is that true, Sydney?
Yep.
Alright, just officially, you plead guilty, not guilty, no contest.
Can you please? Can you please read all the charges for her?
Yeah. So, 1 times reckless endangerment, 2 times accomplice to aggravated grand theft auto, 1 times resisting arrest, 2 times evading, 1 times failure to display license plate. I'm double checking it. Yeah, the accomplice would still be to the reckless endangerment, so you would still get the accomplice to that. It doesn't add any time and fine, but the total time and fine would be 44 months, $5,908.
Did you add resisting? I didn't hear you.
What was that?
Did you put the resisting on there? I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah, the resistant arrest is on there as well. How do you plead to those charges, Sydney?
Guilty.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you 39 months time served. You will just have 5 months in Bolingbroke. So think about what you've done.
Yep, I'm gonna really think about it.
Don't do crime, Sydney.
Yeah.
Crime is bad.
I don't do crime.
Yes, don't do
man.
crime.
I got a real job today. I'm a civilian.
I'm glad to hear it. That's it, Sydney. I'll get you next time. In the jail again.
Yep.
Cool. Nice job. Thank you, guys.
Alright, you have to talk to the lawyer. I've got lots of paperwork to do.
Oh, yeah, like
Thanks now.
Oh, also, I do have something to talk with you, Liz, just real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Judge Maestri might not like you that much. Is my bad, but you know that subpoena you did for me for Cassie Cullen?
Yeah, what about it?
So apparently you didn't do that fully because there was that. And I guess Judge Maestri was really angry about that.
Because it was what?
You didn't fully provide me everything related to that
For
incident.
Cassie Cullen?
Yeah, that empty report.
I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, didn't I?
You did, but there was other stuff attached to that, like an investigation apparently, and Judge Maestri was angry about that.
Are you sure? I don't remember seeing an investigation.
So Judge Maestri actually searched it herself, so that's why she brought that up to me.
Let me check.
Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to give you a heads up if, you know, Judge Maestri ever talked to you about that, because she sounded real angry.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me know. I think I just sold the blank report and didn't bother scrolling down, honestly. That's
Yeah, I agree with that too, but apparently she found other stuff that she gave to me. So, heads up about that.
No, there's nothing attached here. I don't know what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's no investigations attached here. It's for 5324, right?
I don't remember the number, but it was, yeah, an empty report for Cassie
Yeah,
Collins.
this is an empty report.
Shepard.
There's nothing else attached to this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else I failed to give
She
you.
found an investigation report that was attached to that.
There's nothing attached to this. I can tell you right now there's nothing attached to this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that's what she said, and she showed me it, and she was very angry at you. So, just a heads up. Maybe she doesn't do anything about it, but I just want you to be prepared if she does pull you aside somewhere.
Here, let me just text you so you can see yourself.
Mm-hmm. I think you already provided me a text of what you saw, and I also agree, but apparently she did her own investigation on the investigation side.
There's nothing like there.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. I think you shouldn't really be, I guess, I don't think Judge Maestri should be angry at you for that, but she sounded angry. Maybe that's just her tone, but she sounded real angry.
What?
And yeah.
How am I supposed to connect something to this if it's a... Is it an investigation?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't have that investigation number on me at the moment. But it was like related to like a Kingle Dan incident or investigation that was happened. But yeah, I also agree you shouldn't really be given any shit about this, but Judge Maestri sounded angry.
This doesn't even have anything either. I'm looking at this. This just says GSR pause. The GSR test. That's literally it. There's more links. Let me see.
Yeah. That's what she was angry about, that you didn't provide that to me. I don't really care much. Well, I do care. But I think this was an honest mistake, I guess, because there was no way that you would ever know about that, because, you know, the report was empty.
I can tell you right now,
But
she had negative test results for GSR.
Yeah.
I was planning on dropping it anyways because there was nothing there. Or I wanted to speak with the trooper first before I dropped something like that. And I also want to speak with my stream about it. Because,
Oh yeah, I understand. It's just yeah. Judge Maestri was really angry that you didn't provide that investigation report to me.
I wasn't aware. It wasn't linked, so.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I agree that you shouldn't, Judge Maestri shouldn't be angry about you about that, but she sounded angry, and if she ever does, pull you over or talk to you about that,
so,
I just want to give you a heads up because I like you.
Well, thank you. So,
no problem.
Thank you for letting me know. All right.
Hopefully, she doesn't do that. Okay.
All right.
See, I think that's all. So I'll head over there.
Yeah, see you then. All right. See you. All right. I'm pissed about it. I'm annoyed.
No, we have. I just wasn't sure if we were.
What do you mean? There was nothing linked. I'm supposed to connect things together that on my own. Nothing even in that investigation said anything about what happened. Does it even say? Okay, you know what? I'm getting pissed at her now. You're making me pissed at her. She's not listening. Hey,
Hello,
VP.
how you doing?
Said you want to talk earlier?
Yeah, I heard Teddy got kidnapped.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Is he?
Yeah, he's
Still?
they found him.
Okay, that's
They
good.
found him. Yeah, we weren't sure who got kidnapped, so glad everybody's safe.
Okay,
This
that's good.
guy that apparently likes to kidnap cops and government employees, so. Alrighty, I'm coming here. Alrighty, so just kind of wanted to ask your side of things.
Okay.
The day after I had spoken to you about the talking in the courthouse stuff about the suspension,
Yes.
I had someone tell me that you were back in the courthouse talking about stuff again.
No, I said I had been suspended, and what the reason for that was that I was what's called a mandated reporter. Did not mention Harry's name at all.
Okay, but you were still back in the courthouse talking openly about things, which I'd asked you not to do.
Well, I thought it was because it was Harry specifically.
The point was not to talk about stuff to do with anything with the DA's office or anything just openly in the courthouse where anybody can walk by and hear things. We have a lot of security breaches and things and leaking of information and things happening right now. And even if this is something that's personal to you, we have people that are hearing things that are being reported about me when I'm being stalked. Literally, Theodore just got kidnapped. You've had threats to your life. We have the courthouse being threatened to be bombed. Anything that we talk about openly in that courthouse can be used against us or targeted or made to be against us. So if people are hearing about any kind of turmoil in the DA office, especially with the governmental debates and things going on, it can bring bullshit back to us. You know what I mean? So just in general, if you're going to be having any kind of conversation that has to do with that kind of stuff, it's just better behind closed doors.
Is it like I just can't talk about my opinion of the DA's office at all, or I'm not understanding exactly?
I mean, you're allowed to talk about your opinion about stuff, but I'm letting you know that if stuff is like getting around and if any kind of things can be interpreted as toxicity or anything, that it's really not.
I took that seriously, what you said, 100%. And so I made sure to not attribute to anything. I said that the DA's office takes things very seriously because of it, and that I'm going to have to do better about it. But I wasn't saying that the DA's office was bad for doing so. I said I didn't realize how serious it was.
Okay. Another question. Have you been clocked in as an ADA and towing?
Not recently, no.
That's not the question I asked. Have you been?
There was one time with on the day of the suspension, I was towing and I was also clocked on, and then I also had my radio turned on to see if there was any calls.
So I would be okay with you having your radio on, but I don't agree with being clocked in and towing at the same time. That's not okay.
Okay. Well, I can change that for the future. It's a lot of times during like the early morning hours, there's not much happening, and so I'm not really sure what I should be doing. Because I want to like help with the cops, but I also don't want to sit in the courthouse for that.
And that's fine. And I believe I'm the same way. However, also going around and towing while also being clocked in as an 88, in my opinion, is not fair. So that's like working 2 jobs at once, and that'd be like someone being like clocked in as a mechanic and then also clocked in as an ADA, or doing things at the same time. Like that's not okay.
Well, if it I actually met my paralegal through that, and I was teaching her about the towing as well, so it wasn't like completely unrelated. I always say towing is the best way to learn about law.
I'm not really sure I understand that logic.
Well, towing is the best way to learn about law?
Yeah, but you aren't supposed to work 2 jobs at once. Like that's just that's like a common thing. Like you really shouldn't be doing that anywhere.
Why?
Because you're making money from 2 organizations at the same time. How does that seem fair?
Well, couldn't I just work 2 jobs? Like
Separately, you can't be clocked into both at the same time.
Well, for the towing, it's based on the contract pay, so I can't just.
Here, do you mind if I get her opinion?
Sure.
Hey, can I get your opinion about something really quick?
Sure.
How do you feel about a person being clocked in to 2 jobs at the same time?
That, are we talking like
Towing and working as an ADA.
I told him I don't agree with it, and I don't think it's okay.
I believe that it's not meant to be allowed.
Yes.
'Cause
Okay.
when lawyers are doing it too, we tell them to not do that.
Like you can have multiple jobs, as many jobs as you want, but not clocked in and doing it at the same time. I understand we have hours that we're standing around and not doing much, but that doesn't mean you get to go make money and do a different job. Now, if you want to go freelance or you want to go do like other things like that, as long as you have the radio on and you aren't too far, that's one thing. But as far as towing at the same time, no. Like that can literally be seen as embezzlement.
I don't really see how doing the freelance work is different. I feel like towing is the equivalent of that. But if you say so, I'll treat it as well.
It's a clock-in type of job. I know you're not clocking in. I know you're doing contracts, but in my opinion, no.
Okay. I want to assume in the future.
Like if you're an independent lawyer with your own business, but you're with the DOJ, so and you need to be readily available. And I get that you have your radio on, but what if you're in the middle of a huge tow and you're called to the cells and then you're not able to handle going to the cells because you're towing?
I'd probably just. I see your point there, but it didn't actually come up at any point in time, and
But it could. And then that would be a conflict, because if you have, say you have 2 cars on the back of your truck and you're across town and you're still trying to go to a tow and somebody needs you in the cells right now, you know how many times it's, by the time they give us a call, the lawyer's already down there. And timing is everything down in the cells. So us being over here and being readily available is important. That's most of the time why I stay here in the DA's office myself. And it's also a matter of actually asking if we're okay with it. If you'd come to me and asked my opinion instead of just doing it, or come to somebody within the DA's office or DOJ and asked their opinion on it, may have been a little different. But it feels like trying to work multiple jobs at once to make money because you're bored.
well, that was what was happening. That's
Yeah, and in my opinion, that shouldn't be happening.
okay.
Also, I'm the district attorney, so I feel like if I tell you that I'm not okay with something, I understand if you want to give me your point about it, but if I say it's not okay, it's not okay.
Yeah, I said as much. Not treated as such. So, so this was before I joined the DA's office, but I did speak with Harry about it, and we had a conversation regarding it. And I said, well, as long as you're on call, we're being paid to be on call, right? And we did talk about that a little bit. So it wasn't completely, like, I figured that Harry was aware that I was doing stuff like that.
But you said this was before Harry was DA?
Yes.
Okay, so...
He was part of the DA's office, though.
Okay, but that's just an ADA, though. That's not a district attorney giving their opinion on it. Okay. Emma, if you don't mind giving me a second.
Okay.
I won't tow well in the future. So I'm not trying to like backtalk you or anything. I'm trying to understand.
And I get that, but I feel like we end up in these conversations many times where I don't mind a person giving their side of it, but I'm consistently hearing excuses. I'm consistently hearing sorries. I'm not hearing solutions. It starts to feel argumentative, and I'm not trying to be like a iron fist ruling, psycho bitch or anything, but I really do need this office to run in a good way. I'm putting a lot of time in to make sure that we're handling things the right way. I'm hearing things about the way that you're speaking to officers and handling warrants and things like that.
What
Apparently there was a situation. I was about to bring it
sorry,
up. Apparently,
I was very surprised by it.
It's okay. Apparently there's a situation where you had something that you wanted to report, and you believed that you should be able to write the arrest warrant and report yourself. We are not police officers. We do not get to write reports. If there's something that you witness, you get a police officer and you get them to write the report, and then you do not get to write the warrant. You get another person within the DA's office to write it because you're a witness to it. You should not be the one writing it and taking care of it.
Okay.
And then if an officer tells you that, you do not argue with them in circles about it, because the police officer, we don't do investigations. We do them in cooperation with the police department, but we do not do investigations without them, at least not at this point yet. Unless there's a situation of corruption in that point, then we do end up speaking with Bishop about it, and then we work along with Bishop in that.
Am I allowed to give my side of the story for that?
Yes, of course.
Okay. For that incident, what happened is, I think that was for Peter Bakersfield. I had seen that was funny, but somebody just walks up and says, "Hey, my my firearms license just got taken away. Can you give me a dirty gun?" And then so this Peter Bakersfield just goes up and hands him a dirty gun. Then, and I was like, "This is right in front of me."
Right, and that's good. Like, you should report it, but you shouldn't be the one to write that.
So I reported it, and she said that I was just hearsay, and that my statement wasn't enough to do anything about it.
So it's not as much that, it's more of, he could argue and say, I didn't say that. So our statements are worth something. However, without any kind of evidence and stuff, that could be argued against. Now, I do know that Peter Bakersfield himself, we actually have had some possible allegations of him doing possible weapons trafficking. So did that report ever get made?
I made an arrest warrant for it, and I believe he was taken in very soon afterwards, as well as for the guy who had asked for the dirty gun.
Okay, because I know that Holly has been working on some weapons trafficking stuff, but in that case, as long as it gets written, but you should be working in cooperation with the police on it. You should not be the one leading it.
I agree, but the police officer was, I was a little bit angry because I felt that my testimony should be enough for probable cause. I mean, if a police officer had been there and seen this and happened in front of them, they would have been able to arrest him, right? So why should I? Why should that not be enough for a warrant?
We're a little different. We're still a little different than a police officer.
Aren't we held to the
I
same
know that we're a
standard?
government employee, but it's still a little different. Because we're just seen as a witness, an officer testimony. If an officer is on duty and they're in front of them seeing it, hearing it, that's a little different. We're still technically a civilian at that point.
Okay. I just felt that we were also officers of the court, at least. So I thought that applied in that situation. But I guess I understand.
I mean, I can see where our testimony, because we are government employees, can be taken in a little bit different of a light. But police officers themselves, the testimony when they're on duty and they're on a scene, is completely different.
Okay. I agree with that. It was mainly just that it happened directly in front of me, and so I was kind of mad that the trooper was just saying, that's not enough to do anything about, though. And so that's full honesty. That's what happened.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to have to put you on a 72-hour suspension to make my final decision on if I'm going to continue your employment here or not.
Okay.
I hate this. I don't want to do it, but there's just too many things going on. I'm hearing your side of it. So I wanted to have this conversation before I put you on the suspension. I need to talk to Harry, see how he feels about it. But I'm not happy with this many situations coming down. If anything, moving forward, if I do decide to keep you within the DA's office, I'm gonna have you shadowing and not alone on cases by yourself, at least until then. That'll more than likely what I'll be decide if I do keep you on in the DA's office.
Okay. Is there? This was stuff from like over a week ago. That's the one thing I'm not. Why is this bringing it up now?
You already brought this question up to me before. It doesn't matter if it's stuff that's just been brought to me, because I am acting DA. I was not acting DA at the time. I have to take everything into consideration that I've heard from any point in time. And when I'm having almost every day, I'm hearing about something that is an instance with you. It's the only situation I'm hearing about with any ADA of any problems. So I have to take it into consideration, and I've obviously hearing your side about it. But I'm also in a lot of these situations, we end up arguing in circles, and I'm hearing the same excuses, or I'm hearing things that I still do not feel satisfied with the answers that I'm hearing from your end. So
what can I do to do better about that?
I feel like when problems are brought to your attention, or when something is brought against you that you don't agree with, you argue in circles and you just disagree. I feel like you don't listen to what the other side is saying, and you don't take it into consideration. I literally told you not to talk about the situation in the front of the courthouse. And you literally did still, because you thought it was okay in the context that you chose that it was okay. But I literally said just not to talk about the suspension in the courthouse. Because I think that with the way that things are going, the political climate and things like that, it's not that I'm trying to hide things or anything, but that still is DOJ business. That is not the business of people in the courthouse to hear about. Because people will talk, and people are going to be shitty, and they're going to take things out of context. And if other people's sides of the story aren't going to get heard, it's going to cause a game of telephone, and it's going to cause drama. And that's a lot. We already have enough shit going on right now. We already have enough going on with the governor debates and the DOJ under threat. We have literally ADA people, all of us have had threats against us. That's the last thing we need is that right now.
Okay. I took what you said very seriously about toxicity, and I didn't assign fault to anybody. It's
But you still talked about it in the middle of the courthouse where other people around could hear. To which I said, let's just not talk about current cases or anything to do with the DOJ in the middle of the courthouse. And that's anything that's to do with any case, because we literally have stalkers right now that are in the middle of the courthouse that are finding out private things about people and that are using it against them. So like your private life is private and you do have the freedom of speech, but I'm asking you within the DA's office to not speak about DA's office matters in the courthouse, out in the open.
okay. How can I do better about listening as well?
I mean, again, I don't mind that you ask questions. I think that's important. I just feel like when it comes to constructive criticism, I maybe think that you mistake it as I'm saying you're bad or wrong or not good. It's more of, I just want these things corrected. And the first thing I ended up having a conversation with you about, you're still arguing with me about it and not understanding and not listening. And you still have argued in circles about why you did it the way that you did it. Now, I'm willing to understand that that's your way, but
Sorry, I'm
if I
focused
say
right now.
something
That's
is
it.
a way, I am the DA, and I'm in charge of running this office to make sure that it's run the best way that it
True.
can. So these decisions that I'm making aren't easy. I don't want to do suspensions. I don't want to fire people. But if I'm getting complaints, I have to handle that.
Firing.
And if I'm getting continual complaints, I have to make a decision to make sure the DA's office is moving forward in a good direction. So the best thing that you can do is listen and take the constructive criticism and move forward with it.
I don't mean this as an excuse or anything like that, but I just kind of cause problems wherever I go. It just that just kind of happens. I know it's I'm doing something that's causing some form of conflict with people in general, but wherever I go, there problems happen, and so this I can try and do better about it, but I don't feel very I mean, I'm not the best socially in certain regards, and so I am going to have conflicts with people because I can't. Not that I can't.
But
that's
that's
hard.
why I'm giving you this opportunity to communicate with me. I'm not just firing you. I'm suspending you. But whenever we have these conversations, it does just feel like excuses and not solutions. Like if I can see the behavior being corrected, that's where I'm willing to consider it. But you immediately went the next day and talked about it out in the courthouse. So you didn't take what I said. You took part of what I said and applied it, but only the part that you thought should be applied. And that's my problem. If I'm going to correct you on something and you're only going to take part of it because you think that's the only part that needs corrected, that's my problem. Does that make sense?
I can see that logic. Yeah, I could agree with that.
So like, if I have to give you constructive criticism and you're only going to take the parts that you think is needed, and then you're going to continue to behave in a way that I say is not okay within the DA's office, it's just not going to be a good fit. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you're not good at your job. But I have to have people that work within this office that can understand and listen and apply those things that I ask constructively.
Okay.
So I need people who I know can handle warrants properly, that can handle cell reps properly, that can handle communicating with police officers properly, because I've literally been working since day 2 of this office to repair this relationship with the PD. And if I have PD that are consistently upset about warrants and how they're being approved or not approved and things that are happening, and I've got to figure out how we can fix that.
Okay.
So I this is not fun for me. This is not something that I wanted to do, but I do need to speak to Harry about this and see where he feels about it. Again, the tow truck thing, like, can't happen. Hold on, Theodore's calling me. I want to make sure he's okay. Hello?
Yeah, that was clearly already made up. Never mind. Because she hadn't come to me about it.
Okay.
This is something that happened like almost 2 weeks ago. And she's bringing it up now. So
Beautiful. Uh-huh. Good. Okay, first off, are you okay? Okay.
She's like, I wasn't DA time. She actually
There
was
you go.
DA
Okay, I
time.
just
I
want to
heard
make sure
her.
you're okay.
What's called? She was fully.
All right, I'm finishing up a meeting, and then if you need anything else, you can contact me.
I mean, I feel like I'm causing problems, but I'm also helping.
Okay. I just
Much
wouldn't talk
more
to anybody else
than
about
most
it.
of- almost any other ADA.
Like literally no other
Not almost,
officers,
I am.
no other
I'm helping
people
more than
within
any other
DA's office,
DA.
nobody. No other judges, nobody. Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Also, we have a new court clerk, Calvin Sipple. Yep, he is now a court clerk.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
let me go.
So if you need him for any paperwork or anything, use him. He's great. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. So I guess 72 hours from now, suspension, and then I will let you know for the decision.
All right. Let's see. I'm sorry about what happened. That's.
I understand.
Evening.
I appreciate it.
How are you, son? Doing my
Another trooper come through here.
I remember
Are you okay?
there was.
Yep, he's right over there. He went around the corner to the
I don't know right now. It's just I do remember there was one thing Johnny had said, is that he said that he'd been made the DA because he believes in giving warnings and then punishment. And I feel like I haven't been really getting warnings, so it feels like really out of nowhere for me.
I mean, it's not out of nowhere because we had a conversation last time with a 24-hour suspension that basically was a warning. And then you immediately did the same thing again. And there's been more things coming down the line. So this is a suspension for me to decide further action.
I was just giving how I feel about it.
I mean, literally, I could have just fired you for the instance with Harry if I really wanted to. The judge was okay with it. Other people were okay with it and they understood. But I'm trying to give an opportunity here. But when it's just continuous things that I'm hearing, this is my decision for right now.
Okay, I wasn't questioning your decision in that regard. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
you kind of just did question it by telling me.
No,
that.
I was telling you my feelings regarding the matter. You asked if it was okay, and so
Okay. But you brought up Johnny, who's no longer a DA, who's a cop.
yeah, because at least that was. I very strongly agreed with his opinion, and I appreciated him for it, because he would come to me with.
So do you not appreciate my opinion then?
Of course not. That's not what that means.
How should I take that then when you just said that?
That I appreciate his opinion. I also appreciate your opinion, but I believe that you guys had, what would you call that? Different managing styles.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't want to handle things the way that things were going here. He was uncomfortable with the way of handling people. He preferred to go become a cop instead of be a DA.
I see.
But there are people here who need to talk to me, I think. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. So,
From the aircraft.
You know what's
so-
crazy? You know what's crazy?
Wait.
Did you not hear me make the joke saying?
Oh, I can't say anything
Remember
anymore.
Pearl Harbor earlier?
What's up?
Yeah. What? Hi, how are you?
Terrible.
Yeah, but what?
Just terrible.
Why?
Just reasons. So.
Wait, is this the judge?
No, it's Liz Bajek, motherfucker. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know Liz Bajek?
Yes. I didn't recognize. I haven't seen him in 100 years. How you doing, Liz? Well, obviously bad, but
He's not doing good, Gio. Listen, Liz. You're a smart guy.
Thank you.
All right.
just you're a smart
Shut
guy.
up. Graves
You're
came to me
smart.
the other day. He said, "You are the smartest man now." I'm being fully honest, and you can ask him. He said, "You are the smartest man in the entire DOJ." Period. He said, "People
Shades,
don't know
by the way, Shades just
the
waiting at the
hidden,
car, by the way.
hidden talents you have." Just tell him to come in. Because he was saying, you have to be my treasurer. Because he was like, he is brighter than hell. He is fucking smart. He understands this shit more than anyone else. He said that like a week ago.
It's nice of him. I do consider Graves my good friend. And so.
Oh yeah, he's an all-star, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's got a lot of plans going on. He's got a lot of things going on. He's very equipped.
Reminds me of the debates tomorrow.
No, it was today.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. You're
All
fine.
right.
You're fine. I put it in a clinic. I did very well. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just a debate. It is what it is. So, but, I haven't seen you in a while. You still doing lawyer shit?
Yep. For now. So, all right.
Why, what?
I'm working for the DA's office for now. So.
Oh yeah, prosecuting. You switched up.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Not
Not a
not
fan
super
of it?
recently though. All right.
What'd you like better, defense or prosecution?
Oh.
They each have their own good points, but I'd probably say for now prosecution.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I've seen that because Theo also, he was defense for a while and then he switched over to prosecution. He used to be my lawyer. He helped me on a big case and he switched over to prosecution. I was like, oh, we lost you. But I think it kind of goes well, and I don't know if you experience it as well because he has that like background knowledge of being on the other side, and he's good at being fair.
Oh.
Because he dropped one of my cases because he was like, this is insane. But yeah, you feel it? You feel like you got the skills from both sides?
Yeah, it's been very useful in that regard. So.
Fuck yeah. There you go. Paid the big bucks. Oh, there he is.
Okay. So her and Phoebe are about to start talking once Phoebe gets off the phone, and then I let her know that.
Call me if you need to talk.
About the occupancy.
All right, thank you.
Things are
Alright.
right.
You know how long that's gonna take?
Number, right?
You sure?
Son, I really couldn't tell you. I don't want to give you a time because.
I do.
Yeah,
usually I
just call
don't
me.
know.
Yeah.
No,
Usually
So
answer
you
the
think
phone.
within
and
the hour?
All right, thank you.
maybe
So-
Yeah.
I'd
You think
say
it should
so.
be
I
like
can-
a phone back?
Okay. Yeah. I did press list arcs. Ugh. I don't actually hate them. They're sometimes they're okay. This bums me out. This shit. Hello?
Hey Liz, got a quick question for you from a trooper.
Or go ahead.
You're up, trooper.
Oh, hey, so we have an individual that may be involved in a murder case currently in the interrogation room, but they are not currently at a point where they can openly speak on the what happened. Currently, the evidence we have is we have some life invader that may be connected to him, supposed life invader. The witness of said attempted murder was able to mostly positively identify him. He wasn't 100%, but he's more like 80%, he said. And we believe that the suspect does indeed know the individual because he came in saying that that individual stabbed him at the mall about 45 minutes after that victim was put into the ICU for a gunshot wound.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out if we go ahead, because since he is not at the point for interrogation tonight, if we go ahead and release him, since he is currently believed to be a danger to that individual in ICU, or if we go ahead and send him off and wait till a later date to investigate further or go for trial. Because I'm not sure we have enough to actually send him on these charges.
If you believe you don't have enough, then just do some more investigating. I want to make sure the case is solid for that kind of stuff.
Okay, just do a bolo for now.
For now, yep. So.
Okay, let's make it true. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.
You're welcome. I probably shouldn't have done that while I wanted to do. Whatever, fuck it. Surely nothing bad will happen because of that. Fuck off. Alright. She just told me I can't do the one thing that I always do with Liz. The one thing that I always do with Liz, which is I go around telling stories. Can you believe this happened? This very much so has always been the town gossip. I changed things so it wasn't even targeting nature, because she was saying, oh, the toxicity problem. And she's like, no, actually, no, it's not actually the toxicity problem, it's the fact that this could have an effect on election. What the fuck? You didn't mention anything to this at that time. What the fuck are you talking about? Said I had a problem talking about it with the courthouse because of the toxicity. Alright, fix that. Well, actually, no, I just had a problem with you talking about the courthouse. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Alright. She's moving the goalpost. That's what she's doing.
Be like sheer pain.
That, what's it called? That one thing. What's it called? I still think I was right in doing that. I don't know what she's using some form of logic system that I don't understand what it is. Like, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but her logic system seems to be very much so different from mine. There's just going to be incidents. I told her that from the beginning. So wherever we go, there's problems happen. Problems are going to happen, however less goes. He's just a very polarizing person, I guess. That was so fucking long ago, too. It's crazy to me. That was actually like 3 weeks ago. Actually, I do know how she makes her. Okay, I'm learning. Okay, fuck. I guess I could do it her way, but that seems fucked up if I'm doing it intentionally. But fuck it, I guess I can do it that way. I mean, Oh, sorry. Let's see. Sorry, I was called. My thing wasn't scrolling down. That's my bad. Why wasn't scrolling down? Weird. What's it called? Be forced to give the tiny slice of RP to the suspended. Oh, she was given. No. Liz always helps you. I have it as a rule for him. If it's a reasonable request, then he has to do it. And I think that was somewhat reasonable request. Barrett's very nice. Barrett and Liz's relationship is very good. She always comes to Liz for things. I guess telephone is very powerful. I mean, I don't like how there's just so much fucking back talk. I mean, the whole reason that the core system exists is to stop shit like that. I do believe it. Conflict's a good thing. I very strongly believe in that. I'm not going to change the stance. I'm not going to change the stance. That's the one thing that's... She can say whatever fuck she wants, but no, conflict is a good thing. In RP, typically incapable of actually listening to what's being told them in RP. I guess so. I mean, I was hearing about, I'm not sure if you heard about that. There was a whole announcement put out. They're like, hey, we've been having a serious issue with people, what's it called, taking things in character out of character and asking for like solutions to be done out of character. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Really? This is so, like, this is, and they're like, yeah, don't, if it happens in character, solve it in character. This isn't in something. Let's go. Unless there's a rule break, then you don't be reporting them for dumbass bullshit. Is what they. Is basically what they said. And I fully agree with that. But the fact that some people are so fucking, you know. That so many people are very I don't even know that they lack identity to such an extent that they can't separate themselves from the character. Where the fuck am I? I started walking. I had an idea I was gonna head down to the toy yard area. Oh, let me change the name. Let me change the... Don't talk about your suspension on the... I mean, oh, sorry, my thing keeps on not scrolling down. What the fuck's wrong with this, right? It's not... So, what it is, it's that people... This is like an out-of-character issue that affects people in character, is that they lack identity very strongly. And identity isn't really something you can... It's not something you can really teach to others. I'm sure it's possible, but it's difficult, and people need to be willing to learn, and they have to realize that they're lacking something that they want, that they don't understand something, that they're missing something. And acknowledging that is very difficult. Ugh. I don't even care. Alright. I mean, the whole, even the what's it called? Some of the admins can't separate themselves from it. They're making decisions for the judges about certain in-character things that should be decided in character. Everything should be in character. I fully believe that. Unless there's a rule break, everything should be in character. But I mean, I guess some people have different opinions about that. I feel like, I mean, what happened with this one was something that happened in character, so I'm at least happy with that. It wasn't like... It was really shitty, though, that this was something that happened 3 weeks ago and it's coming up now. This happened, like, almost the... When was it exactly? It was right around the time... Actually, I can just check for myself. Actually, no, I fucking can't, because I can't go on duty. Alright, never mind then. I don't even care if it's admin judges. If they want to have that admin judge, go fucking head. Just don't do it like the... Oh, we heard from our bosses that we have to do this shit. They did that for the muskets and for the Navy revolvers the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? They told the judges how to roll? They told the judges how to roll? That shit is like, okay, I mean, I don't fully know what was with the Jerry Calla thing, whether or not that was bad for the server or not. I mean, I do remember him just like giving out free money and just doing stuff with like admin powers and whatnot. So if someone is like, if an admin is someone who is in an important position, they shouldn't be using their admin powers. That's the one thing I do believe. Where am I going? Oh, there it is. I want to know who the fuck this the snitch coming FEB. He's talking about it again. He's talking about it again. Who the fuck's the snitch doing this shit? Yeah, I don't believe in favoritism. I very strongly don't believe in favoritism. Everything should be in character. Let me think about whether or not there is... Oh, except for roll breaks, of course, yeah. But... am I going in the right direction? Oh, okay. Let's keep going this way. And it's so fucking shitty to bring up. You know what? You're just getting suspended. No, you're just getting suspended. Not the, hey, let's have a talk about this. Alright, don't make it an issue in the future. This isn't something you should be doing. Nope, you're just getting suspended for it. I mean, I gave you a warning that last time at the courthouse. What the fuck are you talking about, you bitch? I'm not that call women. That's... Sorry, this is... Not that I call women bitches. No, I don't do that. That's... I'm just angry. Yeah, I don't believe in insulting people. Some people is just something toxic. Sometimes it slips out though. She was trying to, so what had she said was to not talk about the suspension in the courthouse because it would cause toxicity to build up against the DOJ's office. She said that specifically. I'm like, okay, well then let me just make it not toxic. If the problem is the toxicity, let me get rid of the toxicity. Then it changes to actually no, it's because of the elections coming up, and the elections coming up and the fact that this could have some sort of impact on the elections. I don't even understand how fucking good. I really don't fucking understand how it could. Saying that Gorgon saying, yeah, I was suspended because turns out I'm a mandated reporter. What the fuck? People could use this against us. What? What the fuck are you on about? That we're mandated reporters? I don't understand how that could be used against us. I truly don't. Her logic just doesn't add up for any of the things she said, which is what I really don't understand. The towing thing I have talked about with Harry before, and it's pissing me off that Harry was doing this kind of shit without even talking to Bliss about it. Like, just actually talk with the fucking person if you have a problem with them. It's so fucking shitty me that the people just do this, like you said, the telephone thing. It's so fucking shitty me. She's not someone who communicates. She talks about listening, but like you said, she's not. Her communicating is saying, you did this shit wrong. Okay, well, thank you. That's very helpful. when I give you constructive criticism, you're doing everything wrong. Why are you doing this kind of stuff wrong? Constructive criticism, this is apparently suspension. That's what. Thank you for the constructive criticism. 3-day suspension. I appreciate all of your help. Should we use a filter? We'll use what's a good depressing filter? The depressing filter, or the bars. So I learned something today about her, which I didn't realize. This is a very, 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 very toxic trait that I don't believe anybody should have. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. True.
Yeah, officers are already.
Assumptions are the one thing that causes like the most toxicity. But you made assumptions with the whole what's called. So you're saying that what's called. So you're saying that my drink style is horrible. That's not what I fucking said. Why are you putting words in my mouth? The fact that some people do this, well then if you are saying this, you actually mean this. That's such like a. I hate that fucking style of. I say what I mean. I know the words to say, and I say what I mean. All right. Sorry, new place park? Whatever it's park. And even when I was what's called working as the radio thing, you can't work 2 jobs. That part I didn't also understand. It's if you're doing the work of both, then what's the problem? It's not fair. The fuck? Life isn't fair. I mean that's. I'm understanding the problem. Is it fair that criminals get to make a whole lot more money than civs do? I mean, then they have to. There's consequences for them because of it. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't change this. Well, there's consequences apparently for civs if they're doing shit like this. There's nothing that doesn't change. And people just be. She's someone who makes assumptions. I didn't realize that she was that kind of person.
How's it hanging? Thanks.
Every J ever has complained whenever the people who stand around doing nothing all the time. Because police actively try to avoid calling them inside they are bored. When they do something while they wait. I mean, so you were doing it because you're bored. Yes. Yes, yes, it was. I mean, what? What? Yes, that's why I was doing it. I'm not... What's your point? Was it bad? I mean... All our points. We're just making excuses. These aren't excuses. Your arguments are just flawed. How can you... The only reason it sounds like I'm making excuses is because I'm willing to concede to her, because she's willing to... what's it called? Alright. I guess I can try and do something like that. Making D's office large enough to make it so only D's office can push charges on the police. So, Ove was talking about that. I'm not sure how capable we are for that, or like, that would require a lot of work that I'm not sure we're ready for. And a lot of the fun the police have is, you know, pressing charges and all that. That's not something that I necessarily want to take away from them. Helping with that's nice. I mean, I don't think we should be acting like bitches to the police like we have been. That's definitely true. And the one time I tell a police officer to get fucked and I'm going to do my PB, actually, no, you know what? You should have just gone fucked there. It's like, okay, well... I mean, they do share a lot of RP. It's not like they don't do that ever. I agree that DA's office doesn't have as much RP as I would like. But I mean, I figured that's what like stuff like towing was for. You know, at least you can still have a place out that way or whatnot. Making money on doing it too. I didn't understand the reasoning. It's fine to do encounters while clocked on, but it's not fine to do towing. I think, actually, no, her logic was that you just had to be ready for, you had to be able to drop your stuff at a moment's notice. So, I wonder about that. Does that mean that if I have someone else that I'm towing with, and I can just give them the truck, then it's fine? But then I'm going to do stuff like that, and she's going to be like, well, actually, you can't actually do that ever. Because my problem I had wasn't that I had to drop stuff. That was just another excuse I made, because I have a problem just with you doing it. Like, I'm trying to, like, fix the things she's bringing up, and then it turns out, like, there's more stuff that she just isn't saying. Like, the goalposts are moving every single time I try and talk to her. The speed was 9k? Was it actually this? Oh, that's 8k miles an hour. This is so shitty tuned, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that as well. You need to be able to help them down immediately. What if there's a lawyer already there? Well, then they should have called the DA's office ahead of time, you know, it's...
She's a beauty.
I think the burrito was that one, Well, a lot of charges are just so straightforward that there's no, like, actual... Generally, there's no roleplay actually gained from them. It's just... like, paperwork that they're doing, essentially. I mean, I could definitely stack charges. That's not hard. This is very, very easy for me to stack charges.
Ahoy there.
Wait, I'll just hear what am I doing.
Oh.
she's not someone you can talk to though, apparently. She's a little bit. It's more that her expectations are forever changing and variable at any point in time based on what she hears from other people rather than the person themselves. I'm not hearing solutions. What the fuck are you wanting me to do? I already told you, like, this is... That was... That's tilting. I wasn't. I was very... Did I? Oh, it wasn't, I thought... I mean, I'm not sure exactly what she's wanting in regards to solution. Is she saying that I... What would a solution be in that regard if not that? That's... I want to hear a solution about how you can be better at turning. Oh, Harry, I won't do that. Well, that's not... It's true that I was selectively taking her criticism. I guessed it. I 100% in this show. Actually, is that true? I'm not even sure that's true when I think about it. I took her criticism entirely. And I took it to mean, okay, the problem is that she doesn't want toxicity being spread at the courthouse. Okay, good. Toxicity is a problem, right? That's the problem. No, it turns out that it was actually the talking at the courthouse part was the problem. Like, okay, well then why the fuck did you bring up toxicity? What was the reasoning for that? I fully agree that toxicity is a problem, and that I shouldn't have been... Whenever she pointed out that that would create toxicity, I hadn't considered that, honestly. It was just something I did to vent, usually. So I think she's right in that, and so I'm like, alright, good, logic sound. I go roll with it. And it turns out, well, you didn't actually do what I said. I didn't, you said exactly. I got rid of the toxicity. Well, I mean, because the government election's coming up, though. But I'm like, what? Actually, what? Alright, I guess... I don't want to make any, like, sweeping ideas or whatnot while I'm anchoring, like, oh, you know, I guess I just can't talk to Rever. Like this. I don't want to say stuff like that, but, because then I'll probably try and hold myself to it. But I'm not... I don't know how to talk to her if she is talking like that. And that's I don't know how to deal with that. Bliss's reason for becoming a lawyer was to reduce toxicity. So that would be going against the character. Physically, it was to reduce resentment. That's why he always had people like plead guilty and whatnot. The reason why he was so well known for doing that is because you can... A lot of people, they have some strange ideas for like, oh, I'm not guilty for this thing or this thing or whatnot, like why are the police doing this kind of thing. So I explain to them why the police are doing this sort of thing and why they are guilty of it, and then they're like, okay, I understand it. Now some people, or option 2, I just listen to them. Option 2 also works. Hey, Murder Boss, you just missed it. We got the list suspended again. Oh, 72 hours this time. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I could have just fired you. That was so fucking toxic, Bird. That's that was incredibly toxic, Bird. I could have just fired you. She claims to. I mean, but I guess I just can't trust what she says, though. It's just... She says a lot of things, and apparently those aren't, like... What she says doesn't actually mean what she says. I don't know... I know there are some people like that, but I don't know how to understand those people. I hear your words that you say to me. I don't take it anything further than that. That's... I'm not going to assume things about you, but apparently she's going to assume things about me. Oh fuck, I saw this shit in my inventory. Whatever. Rather than what's going on, the vibes. I can understand vibes, but this is stuff that happened like 3 weeks ago that she's bringing up. That's why I'm not understanding. Why is stuff being brought up 3 weeks ago? I don't know, out of character as well, that she knew about this thing and didn't bring it up. Despite me saying, hey, can you bring this shit up whenever it becomes a problem? Can you let me know? She still didn't do that shit. That pisses me off. And then she brings it up this time? Have you been toying about that? She only did that. She was doing the. She actually does hold stuff. She actually does fucking. I'm not someone who does that. She fucking does that. She fucking does hold stuff to use against you later on. She fucking does do that. I actually can't take her at her word. More RP as a whole, and server cultures. So I fully understand vibes. I mean, vibes was one of the... I felt the vibes of Onyx for a long time, and that was fucking toxic. That's what's fucking toxic. That's for sure. It's fucking so fucking shitty because people were just taking out of character stuff in character, and it was so shitty. I hated that shit so much. You can have vibes or whatever fuck. But stuff being brought up 3 weeks after the fact, this is actually the shit that was like, bring it up when it's an issue. Don't hold it as ammo. This bitch, she did use it as ammo. Excuse me, I didn't mean to. Sometimes stuff comes out. That's it. Not that she's a bitch. I'm just angry. But I don't really know what else I can do if the word she says is not the word she means. I'm just gonna have to like make assumptions about the certain things she's saying. I'm not going to do that. I choose not to. And if that's how it's going to have to be, then I'm just. And I guess I can't be a part of the DA's office, so if that's really the case. I've been trying my best to help, but it's. She's saying you're causing all these problems. I'm thinking about the fact that Wrangler has 10 court cases against him. 10 court cases against him. Hasn't been suspended once. The fuck? I've been doing my absolute best to help. As I have been helping more than anyone there. I can actually say that pretty confidently. Maybe not more than Phoebe. Maybe. That's a hard if, though. Actually, no, I don't even agree with that. I've been helping more than her, I believe. Maybe not with the same level of importance of things, but I've definitely been helping. In alt. I do have so. Funnily enough, it's funny. But the music right now is girl. Yeah, I guess we could play Cell again. What was her original goal was to try and join the police. And that's the reason why she became paralegal. What is her goal now then? I'm kind of lost for her goal. I mean, I didn't really do a whole I didn't do the best job when designing her. My idea was just for her to be like the opposite of Liz and to be very like confident and competent and all that. That still causes a lot of conflict too, which is funny enough. I think I'm just someone who causes conflicts. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like growing up throughout like all my life, I've never really caused conflicts like ever. So it's very surprising to see that. It's very surprising to see that somehow my way of RPing is doing that. Like, have I been always just causing conflicts and just haven't realized it? I don't think so. Makes me wonder. Yeah, I have people saying all kinds of shit about me. Saying that I'm someone who like manipulates others, which is complete bullshit. I mean, I'm hearing all this kinds of like weird shit. I'm like, where are these people getting these like this logic from? I'm really not understanding it. I'm as open about my intentions as I think you could possibly be as a person. I've been intentionally doing so actually recently, where if I find that I'm holding something back, then I will go out of my way to bring it up, because I believe that what's called trying to hide stuff from people or whatnot is very toxic, and it causes a lot of issues. Not that it's very toxic, it's just from what I've seen, more than being toxic, it is things just are better if you don't hide stuff from others. I don't know why, but that's just how I've seen it to work. It's just very. That's just how it works, for some reason. Like, my brother told me that he stopped lying to others and it changed his life. I was like, okay, sure, let me try it. And I stopped lying to people about small things or whatever. All of a sudden, like, this things got better. Things in my life were going much better because of it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. Then what if I take this to like the full completion, like the full logic of that? What if rather than just not lying, I also stop hiding things? You know, so that it's not let's go. So that I'm fully honest with everybody around me. And I tried doing that, and only good things have come from it for the most part. There have been some, there has been some problems with it, with being too honest, because there are some people who use it against you. Like Phoebe, like she was saying that people use it against you. She brought that up because she's someone who uses stuff against people. That's why she's that's why she brought it up. You know, the cheater thinks everyone cheats. The person who uses stuff against people is, you know, that's. Yeah, strong projecting. I mean, I don't think of myself as perfect, not by any means. Not by any means. I'm trying to grow. Actually, I've been doing my best to try and grow. That's one of the things I think I might want the most, is to try and grow. If I was to be like a little bit cringe religious, I would say I'm trying to grow with God. But I don't necessarily know what that means. I'm not sure if I fully believe in it or whatnot. I probably don't. I don't think anybody fully believes anyways. But things have just been going well in my life ever since I've listened to shit. Hello.
Hi, Liz. Are you on duty?
I've been suspended for 72 hours, so.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm not really sure. That's.
Tell you what, I will come down to the city as soon as I can. I presume you're in the city, otherwise you're in Polito.
I'm in the city.
You're in the city. Okay. I can come and listen.
Thank you. All right, I'll see you then. Right. I forgot. Well, I think I'm angry. Liz is not angry. Liz is actually depressed about this. I think what? Oh, what was it held? Oh. If you press up, it should still have it. Friend gang. Goes away in the hydrant. Lashes out everyone. Well, I mean, yeah, people are going to make friend gangs and they're going to be only RP with the same individuals every day. And they're going to have issues when one of their friends is targeted in some manner. That's just like human tribal stuff. Like, that's just how kind of humans work. I'm someone who... I don't know. I'm not going to say it's because I'm autistic, but I'm someone who just I kind of prefer being alone. It's a I don't necessarily prefer that. Actually I don't necessarily prefer that, but it's difficult for me to I don't know. Alright, let me check.
Holy shit, is that you? What's up, man?
Oh,
How you
hey.
been?
Terrible. Son.
Oh, shit.
I got suspended again. So
Oh.
72 hours.
Well, I mean, shit. Shit.
Apparently somebody's been what's called saying things to Phoebe or whatnot. And all kinds of different bullshit. She's bringing up stuff that happened 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
And using it as ammo against me. It's really pissed me off.
Have you thought about just doing defense attorney shit instead?
What was that?
Have you thought about just doing defense side instead? Or would you rather try and work it out?
My problem isn't with the DA's office. It's... I think it's with Phoebe. I'm not certain.
Oh. Have you guys had a chance to talk?
Yeah, we just had the talk and she's like, yep, suspending you. Let me hear your side of the story.
Shit.
Whenever she came up, it was like, no, she was always planning on suspending me. Nothing I said would have changed that. She had a lot of like
man.
strange reasonings. It was very strange. And it was stuff that she hadn't even mentioned to me before this.
Oh shit, well let me know if I can help in any way.
Thank you, Lee. Oh, I don't know what's
what I can
complaining about
do.
her, but I'm not really sure what... I don't know. I mean, I joined the DA's office because I didn't like the kind of bullying treatment that I saw other people getting. But to have to experience that from my boss, it's not fun.
Yeah. I don't know, motherfucker, just give us some time. Best thing you can do is to let it fester. Not fester, that's not the right word. Simmer? Simmer is a better word? See where things are at
Let it
after a
sit.
couple of days. Yeah, let's sit. Alright, motherfucker, well, like I said, just give me a holler if you need anything. I got you.
Appreciate you, Lee. I need my corner. Need to go into the depression corner. Thank you, my boss. No, it's Liz is all. Liz should be depressed about this. I'm pretty sure that's what he's feeling. But I'm angry about it, so it's a little bit difficult to RP that correctly. I realized that halfway through. I'm like, wait, I'm just complaining about things because I'm listening to this. We're saying what at the mall? This bitch. I mean, sorry, that's... Now I'm making up scenarios that I'm getting angry about. Alright. Alright, let me think about this. What does Liz always do? Liz always journals about this shit. That's right. Starts doing some weird journaling stuff. Oh, that's right. That's the really weird journaling stuff. I forgot about that. Alright, let me do that shit. What is this? I guess technically it's 911. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I go into the anger loops where I'm thinking about how angry I am, and then that makes me more angry, so I just continue on with it. There is I found of one way to one thing that always 100% without a doubt always stops the anger loops. It's very interesting. It's it's pretty funny. But I just have to let's call it to masturbate. Then do that once, that's good enough. For some reason the anger loop goes away entirely afterwards. I'm like, okay, there we go. Not that probably not something you can do in the moment, but what's it called? It works 100% for me. Every single time it works. I don't know why. I called anger masturbation. Just because I make a joke out of it, to remind myself when I'm angry that that I'm not thinking straight. But no, I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, sorry, Yeoman, that was a weird time to. No, so this got suspended for 72 hours. So I was explaining the reasoning for that. Straight, that was a bad time. Yep. Phoebe, I don't know. Phoebe was bringing up stuff from 3 weeks ago, and using, I don't know why she bringing up stuff from 3 weeks ago to suspend Liz. And using it as ammo against him, it's really... I wasn't planning on streaming today. But I got a feeling that I was supposed to stream today, and so I'm like, alright, fuck it. I guess I have to. So, and so, I started streaming. I mean, I guess it's good to get this shit out of the way now. I'm not gonna apologize for something that I'm not sorry for. I mean, I'm sorry that she feels that way. I'm sorry that she feels that way, but that's. Saying like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's like such a shitty way to say things. So I'm not gonna say that to her face. I think I'm just a very independent person, for some reason, and that causes issues. It causes a lot of issues. I don't know, it's... I don't know, let me do... This is weird journaling. This is always good at this shit. I don't know why. This is weird stuff when you like this. So we'll explain what happened. Yes. Did I get a call at all? I don't think I did, right? Alright, I didn't. Okay. I'm trying to think if it's a good time to do that. The whole... I mean, I made silver for a couple of reasons. One was that I felt that, I made silver for a lot of reasons, actually. But one was also that I felt that I needed to make another character at a time. I told you guys, yeah, but I get the weird feelings. Like, I got the feelings post-stream day. And so that kind of stuff is more, what do you call that? I don't know, it feels more feeling based, but I'm not even sure if that's necessarily feeling based because I just... What do you call that? The reasoning for why I do things isn't super... It is, I mean, it is logical and it is rational for me, but it doesn't... It feels more like, spiritual, still, like leaning. So it's weird to me because I'm not used to this kind of stuff. Where I just like have certain feelings sometimes, and if I follow them, usually good stuff happens. Actually, fuck, you know what it is? Oh, I did it. It is then, isn't it? It's funny. Very good. Okay, that's funny. It's funny. It happens so. It's actually really funny. One of the things I do, so we'll get into the fringe religious stuff. One of the things I do is I'll pray for challenges so that I can grow from them. I get challenges every single time. It's always amazing, like just how like instantly I love it. Well, I don't love it sometimes, but it does happen all the time. The prayers are answered. Is that the right thing to do RP wise? So there's the whole like suncast fallacy, like do you want to like get rid of all the experience you made, and you're gonna have to do that all over again for another character, right? So it feels like you've made so many different connections, you've made so many different friends and whatnot, and that all kind of goes away. Not entirely, because you know people will still treat you as the previous person, but it doesn't like as much as they might try to treat you as a different person, it's really difficult to do so. But it's a I mean, it's kind of hard because you have all the the person role-playing them doesn't change, right? And the person role-playing them is them at the core, so to speak. And the core person, if they're still the core person, then there's not going to be... The core is always going to be there. So you're going to make the connections there. Well, I can't be... So, I didn't understand... Fuck, can I not actually do... Okay, I was worrying about making Steel Cop, but I think that might have issues. Ah, fuck. Mainly because Liz works with the police so much now that I'm going to confuse the memories. I mean, I still have times where I confuse memories with Liz and stuff. That's also the one of the other things. Having two characters, it makes it really difficult for me for remembering like which memories are which. I don't know how to separate Liz's memories from Sill's very well.
She asked it like 10 times, and every single time it's her either give.
Stand in front of them all. They'll eventually fly off.
Yes, we'll do it. Not like we have shit to do.
First Amendment order. You guys really want me to make another character? Over right now, we have the Novex supposed to be coming down. If she just forgets, that'd be kind of funny as well. That'd be very funny, actually. I'm sure Liz would be even more depressed because of it. You think so? Let me think about this. Yeah, but you have to like separate your social groups, right? Because if you're what's called role-playing with the same people, it gets really, really difficult to remember certain things. So I'm going to... I was thinking about maybe making a cop character, but I guess I could try making like a crime, I guess. Because that way they'd almost have like full separation. But yeah, sure, I could try making crime. I was going to consider making a cop character, but... Yeah, the memories are so difficult to... I didn't realize how bad it was because I had to list like role-playing with the same group, and I didn't realize like how it was bad until I had a friend point out to me. It was very nice of her to do so. And she pointed out to me like the different flaws for that and how I'm confusing memories and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what, you're absolutely fucking right. And so I, from that point on, decided to separate the people they hang out with. And I was planning on having Liz not be a lawyer. But Liz became a lawyer somehow. No, Sil was actually going to be the main character for a while. Yeah, Ben is amazing at roleplay. So there's something I do where I have certain things that I'll say to people to ask, do you want to roleplay? And every single time, I've asked Panda's characters that, he always says yes. That's very nice to... That's very nice to see. It's very... Because sometimes you get... Not sometimes, oftentimes you'll get a lot of people to say no. I'm like, okay, well... What is and what is what as a muscle. You just gotta build it up over time. I would agree with that, yeah. So, I know this isn't the case for everybody, but for the way I remember things as if I'm like actually seeing things like through my eyes, like right now. Like I'll go back and I have memories like I'll have memories of a kid of like having to like look up at my parents because they were so much taller from me, and I can see things from that, the lower perspective sort of thing. It's kind of like watching a movie. That's how my memory works, at least. And so for And so having that memory is very useful, but it leaves out a lot of the details of certain things. Like I just get like a more, I remember what I believe happened, and I don't necessarily keep the details of what exactly I'm seeing. Like if I'm seeing things, it's just like I'm remembering an event that happened, I'm remembering what people said, I'm hearing what people said, I'm hearing like what I said, but I'm not necessarily, and I'm even seeing things as well, but it's difficult for me to remember if I was playing list or still at the time, because I don't usually take that into account. It's not something that I have ever really done in my life ever. What was called with being like, okay, which person was talking at this point in time, which me wasn't, sort of thing. So it's difficult. I mean, I have gotten tips for it. Stuff like if you don't know, then just treat it as if you don't know. Or if you know people or not. Alright. I'll work on something for somebody you know, but you can't jump projects like that if you wanna. Yeah, I know what I mean. You gotta work on what you're working on now, right? So like. You guys, you're coming up with a lot of solutions and whatnot. That's the very, what do you call that? That's the very guy-oriented mindset, where like I fully understand. I do it too. Where I'm like, you know what, someone's having this problem. Let's problem solve. Let's problem solve. I kind of want to complain about it. That's basically what I've been wanting to do. I don't want to problem solve. I want to complain about it. I don't know. Venting, I believe we call it venting, yeah. We're trying to do this weird thing. Whenever I journal with him, I just have him write some like nonsensical stuff, and somehow it feels like it makes sense to me. Alright, we'll figure out one thing, because anger is referred to as a blink of emotions. Let's see, what are you feeling, Liz? Liz is feeling depressed, actually. I'm not talking third person, first person. Right? Okay. We're good. I tried watching Dexter before, or at least like the first couple episodes. It wasn't super interesting to me. Maybe because I thought his methods of going about things were really rude. There's much better ways to go about doing these things. You didn't go about doing it the smart way.
Let's play some hoops later.
actually a fucking brilliant fucking idea.
Hmm.
Make grilled cheese, right? Oh, they have grilled cheese on the menu. There you go. Just make lots of grilled cheese and then show up to work with them and say, here you go. You gotta get yourself a good
No. I'm not, at least. I don't know. This starts... Well, I guess I start doing things in this way, and it doesn't really super make sense to me, but it feels like, okay, I don't really have words for this, so let me just put something that isn't words. Or that isn't the most, like, logical. Sure, I think that pretty much sums up it. How do I grow? Okay, I feel better now. Writing stuff out is always weird for stuff like that. I don't feel like better, but it helps for more. It helps. I don't really have words for some things, and so I can try and put it into words, but it doesn't really make sense. So I just try to tell a story instead. Ivy was actually, I believe, the one who got list doing this. Was it? Was it Ivy? No. When did I first start? I did one because of Ivy, but no, I don't think Ivy was one. Basil was the first one, actually. Marker hit and runs game artist store rubber. Hit and runs game artist store. Right. Writing stuff down really does help. Because there's often stuff that I'm not willing to admit out loud, but I'm willing to write down. I have a whole bunch actually from mornings. Let me see if I can find some of them. There's some weird ones. I think the first one was because of Basil again. Way back when. Oh yeah, I remember that one. And then and then I was told maybe you shouldn't read that talk about this. Maybe you shouldn't talk about this to other people. Basically. By Night Show. That was funny. No, it was Roland then, right? I don't remember which. I think it was Nitro. Let's see. Let's see. Was it Journal 2? Oh yeah, it was this one. This one was from a while back. From the past, sure. Oh wait, no, this is a different one. Okay, whoops, that's not the right one. Where's the Basil one? Was it this one? Oh yeah, that was this one. Well, thank you for following. But where was it? Did I get rid of it? I wonder. Did I really delete it? It was such a good one too. I can't find it. Oh well. There was a bunch of journals. They felt like weirdly personal though. Now that I think about it. Because I feel weirdly exposed when writing stuff like that. I mean, it's fine because, you know, you guys were here for it. But I don't know. It was weirdly, feels strange sharing stuff like this. I didn't, I don't think they used to be the case. What's the term? Feeling vulnerable? I don't like that. Feels weird. Feels bad. Or being vulnerable, I should say. I guess no, did she actually did forget. Kind of funny, actually. A little bit sad, too. Alright. I think we've sorted things out anyways. Let's head back. You have to be somewhat careful with the journaling stuff. So I don't know why, but there's like different weird moods that can lead me down. And then after that, I realize, wait, this isn't my emotions, this is Lys's emotions. And that helps a bit. But it's also nice to empathize with them and experience that together. I often feel like I'm not the greatest with words. Surprising somehow being a lawyer was possible. But there are things that are like adjacent to words, like poetry or whatnot, or journaling. They're like words adjacent. And I think I can do something like that. That's not too hard. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just sort of do it. It's kind of like art, a little bit. It doesn't have to make sense, you know, it doesn't have to have meaning except to you. How do I grow? Let me read this one. It feels more... It's gonna feel weird if I read it. Sure, whatever. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling let down. I'm feeling disappointed. I'm feeling hopeless. I'm feeling isolated. I'm feeling like, what's the point if everything I do only causes problems? Trying my hardest and it's still not enough. Trying to change. Trying to grow. But I'm only ever cut down. I want to grow. I want to grow so tall that I reach the sky with my leaves. I want to bask in the sunshine. Leave some shade behind for others who might not be ready. I feel like I'm drying up. That I'm withering. I know that to not be the truth though. Being crushed by the pressure of the trees around me. But all I really want is a place to grow. My own place to grow. But where do I grow? I only ever seem to be cut down. Where can I go that I might grow? I know there would be hardships. Growing isn't easy. But how do I grow? I never seem to know. How do I grow? Feels really meaningful. There's lots of that. I'm like, is this how I'm feeling? I'm like, oh fuck. Alright. I'll figure it out somehow. We'll figure out where to grow, or how to grow, I should say. We know where we're going, anyways. We know where we're going. How do I grow? I mean, not much happened. It's been a fairly short stream, like 4 hours or so. Yeah. Let me see. Let me find somebody to raid, I guess. Oh, we can raid Franklin. That's great. Franklin's a great guy. Wait, well, is he actually playing Call of Duty or whatever? I'll raid what he is. It's been a bit. Alright, well, you guys got to see the weird side of me. I usually don't like being vulnerable, but you gotta experience a little bit of that. Writing really does it. I don't know. It's much easier. Well, I mean, I always say that there's importance in always saying it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really do appreciate you. And remember, life is sacred.